Okay, we reached the point of no return for last time, where the Inquisitor at the Githyanki Creche was the end of my last honor mode run, which, to be fair, was not too surprising. It was going to happen at some point, considering I hadn't played the game in like a year and a half and about 6 patches earlier. So that's the big fight coming up here and now. So let's see if my preparation and my meticulous group building will give me something better here. So thanks a lot, and please subscribe and have a good day. Bye. All right. After a short delay, Baldur's Gate 3. I didn't play this Thursday or Friday, just like lack of sleep and things like that. I also do think that at some level, the same sort of psychological things I usually notice of like once you're researching a game or playing it for the third time or something, your motivation is a little bit lower for sure. So yeah, we'll see. We're on to like the big fight here. Like this is the make or break one from last time I played. Not really, but like the whole Githyanki Creche area is where I'm about to start entering. I remember there being something on Wednesday where I like went to the top floor, and so it set up all these events in the bottom floor, which is kind of annoying. But I don't know, you can't do anything about that. All right, here we go. It's like torrential rain today. I love it.
Can't afford to stay idle.
Oh,
Okay, we have every slot, so I'll just short rest. I'll just drink potions. What hurt my health?
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
How delicious.
Okay. So we're getting to an area now where I'm going to have to be pretty vigilant on like elixirs and stuff. I'm not too worried about
I've got a long road ahead.
this first little bit. I'm going to try to just like let Lae'zel run with this, but I definitely have to be careful here how this all goes, because truthfully I don't really know this area that well. Damn. That's a lot of XP.
But he might scour through the whole Creche and search.
They should all be running.
Sentries to arms! Istik, state your purpose quickly. Stand down, Gish. Is it not Vlaakith's command to welcome her faithful?
I expected no visitors, faithful or otherwise. Why have you come?
I'm not sure if I remember. I'm not sure if I spoke with this Wednesday or whether I thought about it afterwards. But one thing I've sort of realized with how the way that Act 1 has gone, generally speaking, is that it doesn't seem to be like the most fun and like best evil kind of like low moral playthrough to just like in all circumstances just like murder everybody. This essentially seems to be sort of something that they give you an option for, where I think you'd more likely want to like be fine with allying yourself with people in order to make things easier for yourself, with keeping open the possibility of like betrayal at all times. I think that's kind of the better way to do it. Damn, no inspiration points. I forgot about that.
Seek the Zaithisk. Show me the way.
You are infected. A gate thrall is something to eradicate, not reason with.
The faithful may be purified. This is Vlaakith's protocol.
Fine. Let the Gustil carry out your fate. Report to the infirmary at once. And step carefully. Creche watches you.
Alright. Let's talk to Lae'zel here.
This place is enlightening. My own Creche, Clear, is remote and sunless, cloaked in the silence of wild space. My Savage would find this one altogether too genial.
One problem here also is that I bust all my money on that lady, and there's a really good shop here.
Any word on the search for the artifact?
So I wonder how this is gonna go.
Those words are food for gay spies. You should know better.
Okay, right back.
We have not been visited by an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor.
I would be more concerned than excited.
on the search for the artifact, Rustiel?
Loose words are food for gay spies. You should know better.
Forgive me. We have not been visited by an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor.
I would be more concerned than excited.
Any word on the search for the artifact, Rustiel?
Loose words are food for gay spies. You should know better.
Forgive me. We have not been visited by an Inquisitor.
And excited.
I want to have a word.
You may proceed to the Creche.
Stop meddling where you aren't wanted, Istik.
God, these are such frightening people.
Blackets will be done.
Morning Lord's Radiance. What is that?
Visited by an Inquisitor in an age. It is an honor.
I would be more concerned than excited.
Still alive. So that's progress.
What is the Morning Lord's Radiance and how do I have it?
Way before.
Any word on the search for the artifact?
I heard they're making us join the patrol soon. The search must be going badly.
Hush, Quaniwell.
Going to the infirmary was really rough last time.
We are permitted to walk so freely. Such a lack of discipline would be punished severely in Creche.
This is where the lady is, I think.
Walk freely. This place is as tight as a patriarch.
Let's go talk to the merchant.
Entry.
Get some scouting here.
Strange.
No doubt they found me too intimidating.
I need a quick word.
Blood? Rust? Squar? Is there no odious substance not smeared on this delivery? I'd heard this plane was disgusting, but I didn't think it would be like this.
There must be something worthwhile on this plane, or your kind wouldn't be here.
Most metals here fold like Istiks, much like Istiks themselves. But if you're so keen to extol their virtues, you can pay accordingly.
Alright, what has she got that's critical? I used this on Asterion before, that was good. So it's basically just these, right? Am I missing something? I thought there was something really crazy here. What is the point of having an invisible weapon? It's really just these ones, which are the really good one.
Action, not reaction.
What am I to do?
Keep a blade close.
Or these daredevil gloves, spell attack rolls. We'll see.
On your way then.
I think I have a lot of stuff at base to sell.
I'd heard this plane was fine, but your paraphernalia had better be pristine.
Like, am I missing something? Is it just this dagger? This is really good. It's so expensive though. 2,000. What do I have to sell? My light's flickering.
Assume nothing.
Whatever comes, I'm ready.
So, I don't know. There doesn't feel like anything that's like super, super necessary here. These are obviously like one of the best in the game, but like,
On your way.
what are my current stats? His is already 18. Lae'zel's is 14. Their dexterity scores are fine. Where did I get this Morning Lord condition from? I wonder if it sticks around. So do I have a lot of stuff in base?
Let's move. I wonder.
One thing I also need to do is get a lot more. Okay, I got a lot of stuff to sell here. One thing I need to do also is get a lot more. Use my sorcery points better than I have been. You gotta use it. You gotta use it to lose it, you know? Okay, let's try to get some selling out on this person.
Watch your back.
See if we can use this money. That's not.
Captain has little.
Sorry, wrong person.
Back
Got a little
so
angle
soon?
change. Okay, trade, barter, down to Lae'zel. All that for 96. What? It's because the attitude's 0, right? Jesus. I like this music here. And so do I want to get these for him? I think I do, right? Clearly Rather would have 1 spell attack rolls versus 2 armor class. And then what do I do? Do I want to get the purple gloves? These are very good, but they're not that good. 2 dexterity. And again, there's nothing else I need here, right? This feels weird. I really thought she had something crazier. Like, I always hear about, like, here, the best thing for her, blah, 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 is whatever. Maybe a monk piece or something? Whatever.
Watch your step.
Okay, do you have those? Yeah.
Is that blood?
Okay. Did Lae'zel get to sell
Never
everything?
mind.
Eager for battle.
Okay, that'll have to do for now.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well,
They say go to that place immediately. I don't think they're really going to care if I take longer. Let's see what these guys have.
It's rather dark down here, Rastil.
very well.
I see they're letting even Istic mercenaries in these days.
Leave me alone. The watch must remain undisturbed. I wasn't much better than the current stock when I was here. Right.
Okay, so can I do this without fighting this entire place?
I'm not letting you bring me down.
The only potion I'm using currently is Elixir of Hill Giant Strength. There are other potions I'm going to need to use, elixirs I need to use, because this is like probably the hardest fight in Act 1. This is where I came from. There's 3 ways to go here.
My brain is... April! Stop this insufferable whining.
I think this is the infirmary, right? One of these? There's a lot of ways that you can really do good stuff with this class. I have to make sure I like really get along well at like just absolutely annihilating people whenever you can.
Wander our halls at their leisure. Captain Therizin will be even more irate than usual.
Look, I don't have time to talk to you, Istik. This place isn't going to clean itself.
That was a good one.
Istik, are you supposed to be here? Maybe I should report you to the Savage.
Look at that big upper lip.
I've not met
Hi, Kitty.
Istik before. Do you all look like that?
Hi, sweetie. Good girl.
Razak. You better be
Better not be cursed.
The infirmary is one of these directions. It's here, right?
Not now, Kachuki. We're busy.
This is also something I think where all these... What's in the chest? It's making an awful noise. Looks like fun. Can I play?
Oh, the Istik wants to play.
What am I getting myself into
What
here?
do you say, Rajak? Shall we play with the Istik? Yeah, let's play. You lose, Kachuki. Go play by yourself.
I've been bullied.
This one's gonna be good.
It's like she's been sleeping in the living room for like 2 hours. But then I start streaming and she starts coming in here and starts to settle in here within like 20 minutes. That's really interesting.
And
Really interesting indeed. Okay, so there's 2 mind flayers in here. Can I read these notes? Maybe not.
A parasite. Take it. It might be useful.
Okay, so this is just terrifying. 3 parasites here.
There's a parasite nearby. You should take a closer look.
Okay. So I guess we'll do this first. I hope this... I wish it wasn't this way.
From pineal eye to end of notochord. Intestinal coloration consistent with samples 231 to 259. Do you have a question? Or are you just going to stand there gawking?
I am a child of Gith, not discarded rat flesh. Am I not due your respect?
Perhaps. Perhaps not. Let the Istik with you speak. And I will decide what respect you're owed.
What are you hoping to learn from dissecting that thing?
Nothing your kind is capable of understanding. The better question is, what brings an Istik to my infirmary?
I can't really do all these like crafty things. Charisma's not my benefit. I got a tadpole of my own. I was hoping you could remove it. This leads me into the saving throws that like permanently damages you, I think, right? God, I hate this.
must be desperate to seek my aid.
Yeah.
Tell me, how long have you been infected?
Longer than you'd expect Ceremorphosis to take, and with none of the symptoms.
Fascinating. So you're conscious of your infection, but showing no signs of cerebral impairment. Either your tadpole is special, or you are. We must find out which. Go to the Zaithisk. I will ensure you're cured.
Oh, God, I don't want to do this. What will it do?
It will relieve you of the specimen lodged in your cerebral cortex. What else? It will be worth it, I assure you. Even Githyanki rarely experiences Zaithisk. You are very lucky, Istik.
At last, the Zaithisk. Come, let us be purified.
Hello, my dear.
Lady of Sorrows, guide us. Did you want something?
This is so bad. Oh my god, I hate this. Oh, this thing wrecked me last time, and I have worse saving throws, I think.
Go on. My time is vital. Do not.
As if I have to be the guinea pig. Oh, why am I doing this? Every time I come here, I'm like, why am I doing this? What am I doing here besides ruining myself?
Pockmarked metal. It waits for something.
The Zaithisk. Vlaakith's
You do
purity
it.
distilled. My duty. My right.
Okay.
The device is part organic, part synthetic. But you can't tell how it was made, or how it works.
Stand aside. My time has come.
At least it's her this time. Go ahead.
Praise Vlaakith. Let it be done. Sit, child. Let the Zaithisk end your suffering. You must focus on the parasite at all times.
I feel like I'm gonna lose her permanently.
The Zaithisk will do the rest.
An unseen blade cleaves your mind in two. Impossible pain sears your bones and body in concert with Lae'zel's. The Zaithisk's psionic forces batter Lae'zel's thoughts. There is no chance she will survive this unscathed.
Yes, child. Speak the Talakit. Meditate on its verses.
You feel Lae'zel's mind rip and rupture. Is this purification? Is this the cure?
Call on your parasite. Show Lae'zel what she stands to lose. 30. Okay. Yeah, okay. What a disaster.
Out of my head!
You share in Lae'zel's agony. Every cell within her skull bursts into a constellation of fragments, sorted and reassembled. Lae'zel will die if she remains.
Yes, child. Jamal, Zala, Vlaakith, call to your queen!
My queen! Hear me!
So we're just gonna stand here and let it kill her? Is that the plan?
Your vision narrows. You sense myriad specters of Githyanki past. This is their fate. This is their anguish. Lae'zel's life is laid bare among those that came before. Her thoughts are turned to silver thread and relayed to the astral sea. The voices of the dead cry out as one. The Zathis collects memories from the infected and executes them. It is not for curing. It's for killing.
God, I hate this place. Is that my one cat? Yeah. So far, I mean, the thing I've been thinking about is that in one way, a playthrough is evil if just in all circumstances you choose violent and kill people, but then the map kind of feels a little bit desolate, and you kind of get less results. So I think kind of what I'm going to do is be like, ally with as many powerful bad people as possible, and then like sort of betray them over time. As opposed to like how Act 1 went, which is sort of like a bloodbath, in a way where it's like, oh, there's no one to go talk to anymore once I pass through these areas because everybody's dead. But you gotta be like, okay, Enver Gortash, we're friends. Okay, Elderbrain, we're friends. Okay, Emperor, we're friends. And then just go for like the big home run moonshot at the end. I have to win this roll, but I have really bad charisma. 21 roll. I think I'm gonna lose her. Yeah, I think she's dead.
Lies! You kicked my queen! Oh, complete me!
I hope not. They're really hard. Does she die here? I need her.
Quakes within your bones. Behind the pain, a new sensation rises. Power.
Remove her!
30 rolls, man. This place is crazy. Every roll has been 21 or 30 to get through this. So I need a second 20 here. Okay. 1 in 20. This is crazy.
The device is too powerful. You hold no sway over it.
God, this place is such a shit show. So the Emperor destroyed it. I wonder what the debuff is.
The parasite. I still
Last time I got like a permanent debuff I had to fix.
Githyanki, I will not be gay. My life's work.
Now I think I have to fight her.
And yet she lives. And so does her parasite.
I went to the merchant and bought something.
With a fanatical edge, an obsession bordering on mania. If there's a chance the parasite lives, she wants it.
What does that mean? I think the only way I can get out of a fight here is the third one. Yeah, I bought a new webcam like a month ago, and then I was like, wait a minute. From my old house, I had a USB extension cord. So it's on the. Yeah, I can flip it. I can flip it on and off. What's funny is like I've been in the office for like about an hour and a bit, hour and a half maybe. But it's not till I started like yapping with the stream on that she came in here to start sleeping. So I think she kind of like wants to be around when I'm talking. It's kind of sweet. Okay, let's try for this one. Here's another just impossible roll. At least I have a +3 here. Charisma's not my She likes the, I don't know, but she's been sleeping in the other room when I was in here. But there's something about me talking that kind of sets her in here. Maybe I woke her up when I went to the kitchen. I made some lamb sausages last night when we had friends over. Man, they were so good. Sauteed peppers and onions. These brioche buns from Cobb's. The brioche hamburger buns and hot dog buns from Cobb's Bread are so good. Like, one of the best, like, franchise places for sure. So I got a +4, so I have a +2 to 6 here. Okay, this was good. I mean, you should try those hamburger buns. Man, they're so good.
Really? Then all this destruction was a symptom of its power?
The bread loaves might be good too, but I don't buy bread loaves that often. I just like baguettes, honestly.
I am disappointed that we could not extract it alive. It would have been an exceptional specimen. In any case, the problem is resolved.
They have nice...
I must salvage what I can.
Oh, perfect, yeah. As long as you got some option. I've been really happy with the Cobb's one.
I must be cleansed.
Alright, simmer down, Lazo.
You were lucky I was there to save you once again.
Okay, Lizelle, how are you feeling right now?
I followed protocol. I kept to my faith.
Yeah, those buns are like...
This might have killed me. Someone must have tampered with it. An aberrance I can't begin to comprehend.
They're like the kind of hamburger buns and hot dog buns for breakfast sandwiches and hamburgers that are really good. But like you can peel off some of it before you even toast it. And I was like, you can just eat it and it's like this beautiful sweetness. I watched a J. Kenji Lopez video the other day that was like 8 tips for how to make hamburgers. It was a pretty good video. It was like, get it freshly ground as opposed to buying ground beef. Like you can really tell the textural difference. Like it's more crumbly. Like minimize how much you like mess with it before you put it together. Sort of standard like white crappy buns, like Wonder Bread buns, are only good if you have a thin burger, but a fat burger, they get too soggy. I don't know. He doesn't like the kind of breadcrumby, eggy mixture and just mostly just tries to get flavor from like seasoning and toppings. It's kind of interesting to watch. One trick he had is I have a circular charcoal grill, and you obviously put the charcoal on one side and not both sides, and he just rotates the grill as opposed to moving the burgers. Pretty smart. I think Farm Boy meat is really good, but he also said that, I've never thought of this before, but he said that almost any supermarket will like freshly grind you beef if you ask for it. That's a good idea. I don't know. The Zathik is supposed to kill you. I saw it for myself.
This Zathik is a deviation. It was altered. There is no other explanation.
So that lady is just a crazy mad scientist?
Now hurry. We must go to the Charai and inform him of the Zathik's tampering.
Okay. So we have some clarity here. Yeah.
Focus. Focus.
You mean like the... I've only learned about that in the past year or so, but like yeah, I think what you're talking about is like the classic Oklahoma onion burger that started to become famous during state fairs like a century ago. Yeah. So I think you really, really thinly dice onions, and then you sear and smash the burger on both sides, and then put the burger on top of the onions on a lower heat, I think. And then you let that go for a while. Put the cheese on top, and then you flip that whole thing or whatever, and that's what your burger's supposed to be. But like, it has to be seared first, because I tried it with just the onions on the bottom, but I hadn't seared the part of the burger that was touching it yet, so it just didn't really work. It has to be like sear, and then on the onions, and then just let it kind of caramelize and juice down for a while. It looks like an awesome idea. Some people like a big, thick, all beef burger with like just a slice of cheese and like a nice piece of bacon on it, which I respect for sure. But like the smash patty makes a lot of sense to me just for how much surface area there is, you know? But I think you need a griddle to like do it well. Like, I guess a cast iron's fine.
Tiny. Eggs at the very least.
Yeah, I think you have to. You just need that, like, super hot, hard surface.
What's next, I wonder?
Oops. What is this investigation? Okay.
Someone doesn't like visitors.
You need the griddles to create space. I think it's also just like the flat surface
Through this hell.
with like multiple heating areas. You have an idea from this week? Let's hit it. Let's hear it.
Istik are permitted to view the birthing pools now. These are strange times. Step carefully while here. Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains from them.
I thought hatchery would have more eggs.
Most are hatched. Only one remains. Monitored by Varsh Koku, the caretaker of our young. You may speak to the Varsh if you wish, but stay away from the egg. There will be no second warning.
I can't say no. It's always fun to play games with a friend. What day works for you?
All right.
Okay, so he says I can't steal the egg. What's my role here? Let me talk to Lizelle, see what she says about all this.
To the Inquisitor at the Creche. The Zaithisk's failure must be reported.
You gotta take your opportunities to play like co-op games when you can, it's fun. A hatchery with a single egg. How many does a clutch usually contain?
Kaleer's clutch held 3 dozen eggs, more or less. Though I've learned of creches that harbored 100.
My family's here this week, but there's still a bunch of opportunities for sure. Wednesday afternoon is probably best. Who does the laying? I'm curious about the logistics.
Shukiani. Githyanki chosen by Vlaakith herself to bear.
Are we exploring Lae'zel's maternal instincts?
Signs when and where they must lay.
You love it?
How many eggs
nice.
they must bear.
Have you bought a Switch too?
Pass their eggs in the material plane. In the astral, time barely passes. It is a meticulous process, carefully timed so that the eggs hatch at once.
How do you evolve to lay eggs? I'm going to the driving range with my mom and her sister. I think in the morning. But I can't think of anything I have. I can't think of anything I have to do tomorrow. And then Thursday and Friday I can do the afternoon, probably one of those 2 days. So I don't know this room. Yeah, I went to Mo's house this weekend, and he said he got a Switch too. He's like, it's not worth it at all. Like, it's barely better.
Humanoid. How I despise the term.
He said Street Fighter 6 looked really good in 4K, but like it didn't seem like that much of an improvement for the money.
The Githyanki came to lay eggs after we escaped Illithid enslavement and took to the astral plane.
Yeah, I'll text you after. I'll do it for sure.
Process. A favorable change by any estimation. Hideous to imagine a life where I couldn't partake in the pleasures of sex without the looming threat of bearing children.
Smiling about that. Okay, so what's the quest for this egg? Okay, I'll come back for here later.
Should mind my step.
Okay, can I charm this guy into letting me do it? Because I just read that note?
Istik up. Step carefully while here. Our Our hatchery is protected by lethal safeguards. I do not wish to pick your remains. Most are had. You may speak to the Varsh if you...
Okay, so I gotta talk to the guy.
Still in control.
Just. So I want to see, did Lae'zel get any did she lose any stats? All my stats are weakened by the Zaythisk. I think I have to give her a, I think the only way to get through this is a tadpole. Weakened, debuff, Zaythisk. So I have to convince her to do it.
No one stopped me yet.
She attacks a lot. She's very, very effective. It's simple, but very, very effective. The only character who I haven't really like found to be very, very effective so far is the Sorcerer. I think he's going to get better with levels, but he's been a little squishy, and the damage is not that crazy. He just misses too many spells. Everything feels like it's like a 60% chance, 55 maybe. So the Storm Sorcerer is the only one that hasn't like caught up yet. It's a bunch of attacks. It's more tanky.
Requires more time. Furthermore,
yeah, it'll get better. I have like Lightning Bolt now and all the really good spells. I heard you're waiting for one less egg to hatch.
Most caretakers would not give the child its fair chance.
I love his reflection. It's so cool.
But I shall. There could be greatness in that shell.
You note that the hope in his voice is tinged with weariness.
But I think he's getting stronger.
Who's fought the inevitable for a long
I think he'll be like a late game character. What will happen to this? Why do you care so much about one dud egg? It's a bad persuasion roll. What will happen to this egg if it doesn't hatch? Yeah. I might be able to get through this with only one fight, in that final fight.
She will say it's a weakling. I'll give it a while longer. And if it doesn't hatch, it will have proven her right.
Yeah, I made, there's 3 kinds of sorcerers. Sorcerers have less spell slots than wizards, but they can use like ways to enhance the spells. So I turned Asterion into a Storm Sorcerer. And so it's Monk, like a burst damage cleric, and kind of like fighter mage duo, kind of like Death Knight style. Okay, my best roll here is Intimidation. I have no buffs here. 18, fuck me. Fuck. Yeah, he's good. But yeah, he's a little squishy.
You think I haven't defended our broods against worthier opponents than you? Idiot.
Okay.
Time to push my luck again. Press ahead.
My faith will protect me. Swift and lethal.
Where's the third one? Oh yeah, it's over there. 50% for this, why? Yeah. There's a lot of advantages to the Bard. As we're saying, it's like, in many ways, probably the best main character. Just from how many options you have to talk through stuff. Okay, do I 50-50 this? I guess I do. Fuck.
Never a dull moment.
Alright, so we're gonna take a little damage here. Yeah, it's really fun. It makes it a lot easier. Like, my Paladin had a lot of charisma. And intimidation proficiencies, so I could bully people a lot.
Sometimes the only way out is through.
Jesus.
What should I do?
I will ascend.
This fucking guy.
Need to act fast.
This is good.
Alright. How simple. So I hope everything's not, you know, aggressed as well. Yeah, I really think it's more fun that way to kind of stumble through stuff, for sure. There's mines here. I think there's... So I failed... How many checks there? I failed a perception check. I gotta bring my teammates over here.
What now?
Namely you. So you give the boots to Asterion. Asterion, do these boots, but don't forget that you have them. So he's a good, I'll do her guidance check. And then you run over there. Oh, shit.
Traps. How considerate.
Too many traps everywhere here. Maybe I should use... Maybe I should use a teleport. That seems ridiculous, right? How many Misty Steps do I have? 2 only? I'll go the way he went. I should be able to jump pretty well.
This breeds madness.
Let's get on with it.
There's a ton of ways the Bard would be good that way, I think. Can't jump that far. So ridiculous. His jumping is so bad. I guess I'll use a Featherfall potion.
Test him strong.
us.
We'll see. To me, the thing that feels really tense about honor mode is really this early on part. Later on, you can just like be smart and just like one-shot people like incredibly effectively. But for now, I'm kind of scared. Okay, got it. Nice. So disarm it. Wait. Oh, there's a trap under it. Okay. Pretty easy. Have you bought Death Stranding 2?
Large green egg with an uneven shell.
Yeah, so far.
You can see a vague.
It's kind of nerve-wracking, but this is the battle that's coming up. Pick it up gingerly and stow it in your pack. I'm coming up to the fight next, which is the one that I lost on last time, but I'm hopefully a little more like prepared this time.
Moving in.
Don't touch me. Over there.
There's traps here, probably. Yeah, whatever, fine. Oh. Oh. Oops.
Careful, I might. Let's crack it open.
Well, yeah, I guess one at a time. Yeah, I thought I'd be like through Doom and getting into Death Stranding 2 by this point, but I really wanted to get this done. Okay, well we got it to there.
No time to rest.
An unhatched Githyanki egg should be the burden of a Vash, not a warrior.
How much sleep are you getting?
Ascended or otherwise. And yet, I'm drawn to the warmth of it.
Yeah, I agree.
A child of Gith and a servant of Vlaakith grows within. Keep it close. Perhaps in our care, it might yet hatch. And don't you dare pass it to that lunatic woman prowling the mountain.
That's all you need. Under 6 feels like it's harder to cope that day, but like 7 to 9 is like bonus, I think. And then maybe once every like week or two, you have one catch-up sleep.
There is work to do.
I'm ready.
Let's get going.
Yeah. I just find it's kind of hard to get 8, you know?
One day I'll catch a break.
Like, I don't naturally sleep. I don't naturally get 8 unless I'm like actively overtired.
Your disobedience brings shame on Creche. I'm sorry, Savage.
Are you here to learn from our Savage? He's so powerful and wise. No wonder Vlaakith put such faith in him.
Yeah, that's like perfect schedule, I think. You can't really go to sleep in the summer much earlier than like 9:30 or 10. It's so bright.
I should speak up.
Look at this mean-looking dude.
Why do you keep hesitating? My instructions were clear. Because they don't make sense. Killing each other like this. It's stupid. All for you. Silence. It seems your childish prattling is attracting an audience. You fight again. This time, daggers only.
Yeah.
And to the death, as instructed. Who wants to challenge this sniveling Istark?
Stand back and relish the blood show? Hell yeah.
I've been practicing every night, Savage.
Yeah, also, like, people are more active during the summer, so you kind of, like, get sleepier more, honestly. More sweat, more light, higher activity levels.
There has to be a better way.
Oh. Pussy?
You dropped your guard on your weak side and were completely open to an offhand counter. Move him out of the way. We've wasted enough time already.
He's got, like, those wet, mean lips. Did you? Awesome. Yeah, for sure. That's, like, the most sleepy you get, is, like, just getting your skin baked a little bit. I love it. We have tennis lessons starting late July, and I'm really happy for that, because lately just kind of like rolling the dice and going to the public courts, I hate waiting. Like, they say keep it to 30 minutes if there's other people waiting, and people do that, but like to get there and then 2 couples on 2 courts are just starting and you got to be like 30 minutes. It's like I'm just sitting there. Like we try to find things to do, like throw the baseball around and things like that, but it's like I don't know, I just hate waiting in line for stuff. It's too annoying. "30 minutes is a fast one?" There's like 8 different classes,
Unless
right?
you want to be set up as target practice, I suggest you leave. Istik.
This guy looks like a handsome Githyanki. For a Githyanki. Yeah. 30 minutes is a bit... You can't play a game in 30 minutes, I think. One match or whatever. One set, sorry.
No hesitation.
Such a strange desk. Are these Githyanki markings?
Eager for battle.
The stone disc has Githyanki runes carved into it. Below them is a translation drawn into the common tongue. The Prince of the Comet, Orpheus himself, led his honor guard into battle. The red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince called to all who could hear him. Praise be to my mother Gith, the king of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith. But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, just still Kithrak, led the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. Okay, nice.
Looking ahead.
Does she care about that?
You must have questions.
I do. Ask Lae'zel about the disc from the Creche.
The disc appears in the one's eye. Lae'zel sees it too, and considers the vision.
Tirsu markings. Ancient. I recognize them, but I can't make sense. No. Wait. The texts are enciphered, but there's a common speech translation beneath, carved in a different hand. It's a story about Orpheus.
Your head buzzes in concert with Lae'zel's, but it hardly matters. Even without the connection, you'd recognize her discomfort.
Go on already, what's it say? Who's Orpheus?
A traitor. A dead one. This text is heresy. I can hardly bear to read it, let alone speak it.
You'll bear it just fine. To tell me what it says. You can disapprove of this?
Very well.
No?
I will read it to you.
Good.
The Prince of the Comet, Part 2. The Prince of the Comet,
Oh, I already read
Orpheus
this.
himself,
Oh well.
led his honor guard
More
into
vibes.
battle. Their red dragons bellowed with righteous anger, and the heavens erupted. The glorious prince cried to all who could hear him, "Praise be to my mother Gith, the queen of the one sky, sacrificed to the hells by the renegade Vlaakith." But the true heir, the Prince of the Comet, could not overcome Vlaakith's knights and their ill-gotten worms. Mighty Voss, still.
So that's how they have the dragons.
Lit the astral sky aflame. When the ash had cleared, beloved Orpheus was gone. True heir, glorious prince, There's no greater crime than to exalt the pretender called Orpheus. Disregard this drivel. Gith declared that Vlaakith should be queen. Orpheus would have ceded control to the Geich.
And if it's true, it sounds like Vlaakith betrayed Gith and seized the throne.
She did nothing of the sort.
I'm working on her.
Good fortunes I'm a tolerant woman, or I'd have sliced off a few toes for suggesting it.
I gotta change Astarion's boots before I forget. The Creche training room. Have you thought about making use of the Apple? I have to convince her to use this.
Mark my words. This power would be no blessing, but a curse. You might as well ask me to gouge out my eyes.
I think I have to succeed a check.
Or slice off my tongue for the promise of taste. Consume all the Geich tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
Oh, this is rough, man. I need her to do this, but I have a really bad roll. 12? I have no inspiration charges, so I really need to nail this. Okay. Shit. Fuck. I need her to do this.
And when the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image.
I wonder if I should have done it differently.
Vlaakith will guide me, and my own might will
She's got a minus roll.
I have no need of this depraved power. My own Savage would never have threatened a youngling. A waste of time and energy. The pupils themselves culled the weak from their ranks. I myself felled 4 of my own classmates once Kalir had 100 times circled Tyrell. Of course.
They deserved it, I'm sure.
My people have no use for cowards. Every trainee that I slayed was either too weak to withstand the lessons.
I wonder if one of my other characters can convince her. I don't think so.
They could never win. They underestimated me, so they paid the price.
I can't have her losing 3 stats.
Powerful as their weakest warrior. Jaquith de Venzir, the termination of the frail, strengthens us.
What a day.
You must have questions. Mark my word, you might have consume all the Geich tadpoles you wish. I'm not so craven.
I can keep trying? What the fuck?
And when the my faith in Vlaakith will guide.
My faith protects me.
You must. Mark, you might consume all the
Heavy
Geich
dissuasion,
tadpoles.
but I gotta win one of these. Can't be that hard.
Not so craven.
There we go. I just need to do one.
Perhaps you... No, that's absurd. When the tadpole has stretched to every pore and slithered through every vein, what am I to do then? It won't hear my screams. It won't care if I beg. I will be remade in its image. My faith in Vlaakith will guide me,
Shit, what
and
is
my
this?
own might will sustain me. I have no need of this depraved power.
Depraved or not, you're no good to your queen dead. You need these talents. Come on. Yes, okay.
You.
I wonder if this is only 2.
The Githyanki have long studied Geich and used what we've learned.
I'm glad that I can keep trying it. That's so weird.
Devised from such knowledge. The tadpole is perhaps not just a curse.
Okay, good.
But a weapon.
Luckily, I have one tadpole.
Mold to my advantage. Very well.
Nice. Okay, sick.
Swallow my disgust
I think
and
they probably
avail
leave that to be a
myself of the
resettable thing because it's so important to be able to get them to do a tadpole. Okay, so Lae'zel, tadpole, favorable beginnings, 100%. Okay, super clutch. I think it takes care of all the debuffs, and then I can get luck with the Far Realms. The next one. Okay, so she's back up to normal health stats. Outstanding.
Wish to live in more interesting times.
Should I go get those parasites from the other lady's room? Maybe at the end of this place.
Think the Kithrak will cheer up when we find it?
I think we all will.
Okay.
Something's on my mind.
Feel good about that.
Strange that one of your kind would be allowed here, especially during an inquisition. Better when the Jukrai leaves.
An Istik allowed to soil our halls.
Part of it, I think, was that I couldn't favorable. Part of it was that I didn't save last time before the fight,
They should have let me
or I didn't
interrogate those cultists.
re-rest.
I'd have loosened their tongues properly.
Maybe I should do elixirs now.
Please, Chitrai, I can explain.
Is that Voss?
The latest batch of cultists knew nothing of the astral prism. They were just trying to find Moonrise.
Oh, the Inquisitor.
They all head there. My Gish have drafted plans to assault the tower. They are ready to fight, Chitrai. We could sift the missing artifact from the tower's ashes if you would give us...
Quiet. Find the astral prism, Therizin. My patience falters.
Yes, Chitrai. You heard him! Go!
Do as she says. She remains your Kithrak. For now.
So she's got that spot. Okay, I think I maybe should at least give my teammates some elixirs here. I don't have many. I don't have a bloodlust yet. How many Colossus ones do I have? One Colossus one. Does she have any elixirs? A couple. Hill Giant, 3 Colossus, Oil of Accuracy.
No time.
Do I have any elixirs on these guys? Oh yeah, Asterian's boots.
Hello.
A long way to go still.
Okay.
I'm ready. Whatever it takes.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Let's move.
Maybe we'll just do one for...
Keep going.
Maybe we'll just do one for an extra spell slot or something. Heroism is good. I want to keep that.
What a day.
I did lose one, so I guess another level 1 slot's fine. The higher levels are good. What are my level 2 spells? Nothing really that good, fortunately. We'll see. Let's see how this goes.
Never quiet.
If you've something to say, speak to the Kithrak.
That was not the line she had written at the bottom of the transcript there. Okay, I'm really, really, really happy she got that.
Best be on my way.
Oh no. I hate wolves.
I didn't realize you were frightened of wolves, Shadowheart.
This is the first time. There was wolves inside the druid circle, but for some reason it didn't affect her.
I suppose you've noticed I'm not terribly fond of wolves. They're ravenous predators with fangs like daggers. It's hardly an irrational fear to harbor. You've been decent to me so far. Maybe if you can, don't make me face any more of them. At least, not alone.
Very sensitive, very maiden-like. Everyone's got their own fears. I won't judge yours.
Really? Some might think it makes me a liability.
She's kind of scared, but still like has a
Maybe
tough
that's what
exterior.
I like about you. You're different.
Okay. So I need the barrier to get through here. So I need it from her. There's no way I can get it though. I can try to steal it. It's not my best thing.
An istic in my creche.
Oh yeah, Lae'zel's got to talk to her about the
One of the
Vathix thing.
mercenaries sent to bring the weapon.
The istic is with me, honored Kithrak.
So noted. But my question goes unanswered. Do you bring the weapon?
Don't tell her anything.
I see guarding to the Inquisitor. There's a traitor among you.
He speaks the truth, Kithrak.
There we go.
A Sharlak
Let's see where this goes.
among us? Whom would you accuse?
Your doctor.
The Gustil. A strong accusation from the mouth of an istic. The very same said to hold the weapon we seek. Shemar Zalavlakith. Give it to me.
What?
No. No! Yes. There it is.
What have I got myself into here?
Exactly as described. The Inquisition will finally come to an end. Ah! Trickery? Heresy? How did you... You manipulate it when I cannot?
I think we have to fight her here.
You are forbidden to leave.
Oh, okay.
Report to the Inquisitor at once. Deliver the prism. Do not try to leave, or it will be your death.
This might be an elixir of initiative one. So who has... Does every one of my guys have alert? He does not. Alert, alert, alert.
Awaits. Follow the corridor.
You must have questions.
I'm not surprised that the Githyanki
So much dialogue if you choose to talk to your guys all the time.
I'm just disappointed.
So, the Githyanki have no cure for our condition. Unless you count death as a cure. I won't pretend to be surprised.
Let's take a look at our gear. Is there anything I could have be better? I don't have any rings, I'll say that.
Keep your distance, darling.
Assume nothing.
Are any of these necklaces better than what I have? I mean, this resistance to slashing might be good against the Githyanki fight. I think they all have swords. But is it better than this? Yeah, I think so.
What to do?
I don't think any of them have bludgeoning.
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Wits and blades always sharp.
How delicious.
Action, not
Everyone's got 2 rings, which is nice.
All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as.
If I have a better one for Shadowheart, it'd be nice, because it isn't really giving her anything important, but I don't have one. Alas. Okay, so I need elixirs on everyone. This is like 100% a fight. I'll have to use potions of speed. Oh. Is that a stopping hand for Lae'zel? Okay, so elixir-wise...
What's going on?
Maybe more vigilance, maybe more initiative on Shadowheart. None of these other ones, like Barkskin maybe? Like the no versus yes meme? That like usually has to do with like Remelia anime type things that I don't understand. I think it's these are the best ones. Barkskin, heroism.
What's next?
I'm gonna do initiative, I think. Even though she already has alert. So just to be clear, alert makes it so you can't be surprised. So is it worth it to do... Where is it? Can't read. Vigilance, right? Or is it worth it to do a +5 bonus to initiative? None of these other ones are good. All I have that's good is Barkskin and Hill Giant Strength currently. I'm gonna give these to Stereon and Shadowheart. Where to go? The deuce?
Well, hello.
My faith will guide me.
Alright, I think it's my best chance for this. Do I have any other permanent buffs I can do? I think, has anyone lost anything for a short rest? Yeah, I need 1 short rest to give him another key point.
This place is even more foreboding than the rest of them.
Oh yeah, that one too. Yeah. I guess the Drake one is the original.
It's unnerving. This place makes my skin crawl.
Do you think this
I do see like kind of anime girl versions of it a lot. You ever seen those?
It's never been that simple before. I don't know why it would be now.
A guy's voice like sometimes just doesn't fit his character, but there's not really a good half-orc voice. They're all kind of like theatrical and stagey. I could be wrong. Anyway, yeah. I like that I go through this place with Githyanki this time, so she kind of navigates things, so I don't get attacked so often. Okay, so here we have the fight that ended my run last time. The other permanent buffs I can do are weapon elixirs, or weapon oils. Gotta think about scrolls. I have water. I have Lump's Warhorn, which I'll probably try to use here. Do I do weapon oils? I'll try those.
I have such a headache.
Alright, let's see how this goes. I know this is a fight no matter what. Should I split my party up? Probably, yeah. The problem is, the thing that went wrong for me last time I did this was the backup guys just like running in. The raiders are the ones you have to worry about. 2 Ardents, a raider, and a warrior. And it basically seemed to be that like your way to get through this is you have to try to burst down Chirai in 2 turns. essentially. Getting a lot of XP. We'll be 7 after this. If I wanted to be a nerd, I'd go try to get 7 before I did this.
Go ahead then, Istik.
Because the thing is, if you look at this guy's,
Our esteemed guest.
he's got really crazy things. 3 saving throws, and then he has... Okay, look at Mind Steal Link. This is the important thing, because he does Mind Steal Link at the beginning of combat. Received a -2 penalty on his armor class and is vulnerable to psychic damage, and it gives him that armor class. But you have to, like, get lucky enough to get him down. Okay.
Thing. Vlaakith's power is endless.
Your presence here is tolerated. Do not confuse it for being welcome.
I won't ask again.
The thing I'm worried about is not being in the right angle to hit him all at once. I don't want to be too grouped. I also know this is a fight, but I do want to see how it goes. So let's just see what happens.
Seems like a good moment to
talk. Fuck me.
My Arden spoke of one of our kin that escaped a crashing Ghaik
It is
slave
true.
vessel.
Try. Vlaakith's justice in
Did it, like, help crop the image dimensions?
I am pleased to finally meet you. I heard enough druids died by
It's good.
your hands to make the deity Sylvanus himself weep. To business. I suspect you plucked something precious from the
I've never
black
actually gone into
ship.
the artifact before here.
Something that belongs to us. The weapon. Give it to me.
Don't do it. The weapon is how I protect you.
1 sec.
Do it. Do not disobey the Inquisitor.
Over the wrong order. Would I run faster than my cat? I think her acceleration might be faster than mine, but not her top speed. If she, like, really scrambled, man, like, cats versus humans is like, we're 30 FPS and they're like whatever it is, 250. You know what I mean? This morning I was looking out the window when I got up, and there was a chipmunk in my garden just, like, digging up the dirt and, like, putting seeds in it. And the chipmunk literally moves from motion to motion essentially faster than my brain can process. Like, it's almost like a couple of frames faster than my, like, motion registry. Like, they're so fast. It's kind of like that with cats too. Like, my cat is pretty jumpy, and, like, if I'm walking and I'm near her and I accidentally scuff my foot, she jumps the millisecond the sound makes. So something with, like, if I scuff my foot when I'm walking, she thinks it's like someone about to, like, attack her. You know what I mean? Like someone jumping. So she reacts like boom. It's insane how fast. How do you know so much about me?
Some of your species say knowledge is power. They are wrong. Knowledge is everything. We took an interest in you when you became involved with this absolute cult. A pestilence of infected slaves. The first symptom of the
she's
grand
jumpy.
design in action.
She's really friendly, but she's a bit jumpy.
That weapon you carry is the solution. I have heard it from Queen Vlaakith herself. Hand it over.
I've been trying to make an effort to, like, sort of fix my, like, posture and vertebrae. So I've been going to a chiropractor, and I've gone to chiropractors before, and they've done, like, the cracks or the adjustments. And I went to one lady who I really liked because I would just feel like a big relief once a month. And then I went to one guy for 6 straight sessions who did more like x-rays and machinery, but he was young and not very good at the job. But I'm going to a guy now who, as I did the basic chiropractor assessment, It was so crazy what this guy was doing. He like saw my x-rays and saw like this sort of spine curvature. Yeah, a lot of people don't, I understand. He saw my spine, like he sort of like he gave me an example of like how my spine curvature in like lower back and base of the neck is like off putting my balance. So I would lie on my back on like the massage chiropractor table, and I'd raise one leg in the air, and then he'd push against my leg from 3 different angles on both legs, and he'd tell me to resist. And my right leg, I would resist it easily, and it would not barely move at all. But my left leg, he could like push in and down and up very, very easily. He's basically like, you're not like, your body's overcompensating to like right itself, and you're not balanced. So like both sides of your back aren't activating equally. And then he showed me that with my shoulders too. So my left leg and right arm were the weak ones. And then after like the neck crack adjustments, my arm was instantly stronger. And then I was doing it on my back, and my left leg, I was too weak, and my right leg was steady. And he just put like 2 fingers of pressure on one vertebrae and pushed on my leg, and I could resist it just as well as the right. I was like, this is unreal. Who knows? I don't know whether like a bunch of sessions is actually going to fix something overall, but he's like, it does seem like a step above the other guys. They also make crazy money. I'm probably in the waiting room for 10 minutes. And it probably takes him 5 minutes to do the assessment, and it's $60. So that means he can do like, he could potentially do like 8 to 10 an hour. That's a really good money. Okay, what are we talking about here? What is the grand design?
The grand design is what all geek.
It was crazy, man. I'm gonna give him like 6 sessions and see how it goes.
The entirety of the multiverse.
Yeah, massage is different. Oh, that was chiropractor? That's probably your initial assessment though. Right?
Every plot they hatched, we stopped. But now they are close to succeeding. Never before could they pause ceremorphosis. Never before could they let the infections spread undetected. You saw the thralls gathered on the Gake ship. Imagine that everywhere. Wants, needs, choice. All would cease to be. Everything rendered unto the Gake. So, the weapon. Please.
That's a great deal.
Don't give it to him. No.
That's a great deal. Usually like an hour-long massage is like $100. So like 60 euros, 65 euros.
My queen. Skathai.
You are permitted to look upon me. You are invited to me.
The Deathless Queen has spoken. You will obey.
These attendants you keep, you taught them well, my child, my laser.
Chma Zala Vlakith. You know me.
Erlon of Kalir speaks most highly, as did Achaya before. You seek purity. I may yet grant it.
She can like wipe your whole playthrough if you say the certain things. She can just end the game. I'm the hero who found your weapon.
Your utility is proven, but your heroism is yet to be witnessed. Attest them.
Yeah, it's cool. Like a demigod.
That weapon. The astral prison.
Are you doing another week?
I will cleanse it for you, my queen. Tell me how.
There is someone inside.
Did you have a good week off?
grand design, sent to sabotage the astral prison. Our last defense against the return of the Enlithid Empire. As long as they live, the prison is compromised. Kill them! Do this, and I will cleanse you and your allies.
Are you writing a paragraph?
Do this and ascend.
Ascension. My queen. An honor gained. A burden borne. You must accept. Refuse.
I think she leaves you if you refuse this.
Use the Planecaster's power to enter the
I think I fight when I get out.
Be wary of the creature's
Wow, really?
cut it out if you must.
6 days. You're like the mega theory crafter.
They are not to leave until it is done.
As you say, my queen.
Shma Zalav Lakith. We will not waste a second.
I think this is the earliest possible way you can find the Emperor's identity. I think.
Do not leave this room except to enter the prism. Turn your back on me, and you will feel my blade against it.
Whoa. She's hardcore.
Place the weapon in the Planecaster. Fulfill my queen's most holy edict.
I think that's good though. That's kind of my philosophy now too. Always say yes to co-op. There's plenty of time to play video games.
Don't do it.
Heat pulses out of the astral prism as it begins to flower. Your mind burns hot with excitement.
I'm redeeming your second cat cam purchase. You might have done 2 by accident.
Bounded, compressed in a fold.
So that's right now.
Pocket of astral plane.
You're welcome.
Boundless.
Your characters look so cool in this game.
Like every dream that ever was stitched together.
The better gear you get, the more exciting it is.
It is home.
What is the beckoning cave? Have I ever seen that before? These guys got some nice stuff. Scroll of Blink. That's actually something I was thinking about using for this fight. I gotta keep Asterion alive, so he doesn't get burst down when we're stuck in the middle.
Indolence breeds madness.
The slate's faded symbols are hard to distinguish, learn, and decipher. The drawings etched underneath them, however, are plain to see. They depict a dragon soaring above 2 individuals, one standing tall, the other kneeling. A circle is drawn around them, a fuzzy tail trailing behind. They're riding a comet. Okay.
I can do better. I must.
Where do I jump from here? I have to take the cave, I guess? Okay. So it's different this time. They don't give you free reign. That's cool.
Here goes nothing.
Don't forget Lump's horn.
So you came, in spite of all my warnings. Disappointing. Come, we will talk in private. Just the two of us.
I guess she talks individually to all four of us. I'm not leaving my companions behind.
Suit yourself.
Okay.
But only the leader of your
My token resistance.
I will not allow anyone else.
If it must be so, it must be so.
Oh god.
Do not fail me. Do not fail us.
I may have made a mistake trusting you. I told you to stay away from the Githyanki, but you just couldn't help yourself. Could you?
I have to go through the content. It's my obligation.
And now, you've come here to murder me.
Vlaakith told me you're an agent of the Illithid Grand Design.
I told you I stole the artifact from someone. Well, I stole it from Vlaakith. Since then, she has become desperate. Vlaakith wants me dead because I know her secret. It is a secret so great that if her people ever found out, that would be the end of her rule, the end of her. That same secret is how I've been protecting you from the Absolute. I can hear your thoughts. You think I'm lying. Vlaakith warned you that I would try to deceive you. But consider this. What reason have I to deceive you? I want the same thing as you. Freedom. I'm on your side. I have been since the very beginning.
Is this some kind of trick?
Protect you, that I saved you, that I'm just like you. If this was not enough to convince you, what more is there to say?
I actually don't even think I can fight this person. Vlaakith be damned. If she wants you dead, she can kill you yourself. This is what I should. I think I have to. I think what I read is that you have to fight these guys no matter what. Vlaakith be damned. If she wants you dead, she can kill you herself.
It seems I was right to put my faith in you after all.
What's Lizelle gonna do about this?
Thank you. Vlaakith will be furious to make no mention of your Githyanki companion. The Lich Queen fears nothing more than the loss of her empire. The knowledge I have of her deception will bring that about.
Why hasn't she killed you already?
She is trying her very best to kill me by sending you. Vlaakith is lying to her people. She pretends to know how Gith destroyed the Mind Flayer Empire. In truth, she knows nothing. If the Illithid Empire were ever to return, she would be incapable of stopping them. And if her people found out about her impotence, there would be mutiny, revolution, the end of her rule. But that very power, the power to resist Illithid control, which Vlaakith only pretends to know, is how I've been protecting you. I suppose she hoped to extract it from my corpse. Since you spared me that fate, she will come for you.
What's the power?
A logical question. But you're not ready for the answer. I have delayed long enough. The next attack is overdue, and I can't risk you being caught in the middle of it. I need you out there, searching for the Absolute. You were on the right path, to Moonrise Towers. Return to it. Be warned, the Inquisitor awaits your return from this place with orders to kill you. No doubt the rest of the Creche will join him. Good luck.
Speak. Have you killed my queen's enemy?
Actually, I learned a few things. Your queen is lying to you.
Vlaakith does not lie to her faithful.
Okay. Hope this convinces her.
Show me.
Your mind tingles. Lae'zel seeks entrance. Your thoughts become
Okay.
one. She sees the truth of your confrontation in an instant.
Vlaakith Tafkinas in. I see only madness. Vlaakith bears the full might of Tunarath's arms, and the covenant of the Great Mother Gith. We must go to the Chirai. He will summon Vlaakith. She must know of this apostate.
Okay, well, she stayed with the party. So, let's look at the scroll of Blink, shall we? 10 turns available only in combat. Okay. I'll go to the bathroom right back. I had my weekly naughty gummy today. Sort of wasted currently. I hope that this fight still goes pretty well. Are there any other scrolls I can use beforehand? Does everyone have aid? I think I forgot aid. What are her level 2 spells? Nothing crazy. But I think I forgot to do aid. Right? Yeah.
At least things have stayed interesting.
So let's talk to everybody, see what happens.
Not a good time.
Okay. How do I get out of here? Oh, yeah.
Seems simple enough.
Hold on. Is there anything else I can do to prepare? Let's do all the oils and everything now.
Indolence breeds madness.
Do you have oils you can use? Okay.
I'm ready.
I don't know if there's any other buffs I can do here.
Keep it together.
Just scrolls. I'm almost certainly going to call the ogres here. What are some other things I can do to buff my teammates? I've got Confusion, I've got Hold Person, Expeditious Retreat, I have Haste, but I'm already using a Concentration. Haste is risky. Scroll is slow is pretty good, man.
Never a dull moment.
Armor class is 18, hopefully that's good. Is there any other buffs I can do? Should I give her Expeditious Retreat? Do we already have Longstrider? We do. Why is her... Oh, the oil, right? Is the weapon bound? Yeah. Blade Ward.
Someone there?
He doesn't have Happy, which is not great. She has a main turn to do. I could start with Spirit Guardians now. Let's start with the Shriek, or maybe the Shriek. I think I want the Shriek because I'm trying to burst down Kithrak, or Woraz. I guess the extra damage is better. This is a bonus to attack rolls. I guess the debuff is better.
Nothing hurts anymore.
Do you have any sort of potion or elixir or something you can... Nothing really. Is there a potion I can do? I could do Potion of Speed now, which would be a little bold. None of these are useful. I can make a bunch of speed though, that's good. Should I start with Potion of Speed? That'd be crazy. Should I do the same on Lae'zel? Her turn's already done.
Action, not reaction.
Let's see what this does.
Okay. Here we go. The battle of all battles. Just be careful. My things aren't ticking down because we're about to go into battle.
Lae'zel, I've been
I lost one
waiting.
turn.
You are named Hashalak. Bend your head, for my blade is ready.
Right, please, summon Vlaakith. There's much...
Irrelevant, Gake wretch. The Queen has spoken.
Okay, good. This kind of radicalizes Lae'zel, I think.
You realize what Lae'zel doesn't. Whatever the outcome of your visit to the Astral Prism, Vlaakith had no intention of letting either of you live.
Okay, all four of us are first. So he hasn't had his turn yet. So does that mean he does not have mind? He does not currently have Mind Steel Link. So we have to do the absolute best we can here to do as much damage in these 4 turns as we can. He parries the next weapon attack by 10.
Can't even catch my breath. Behold the dance of death.
So obviously he is the best one here to attack first. And then what I probably do... I don't need to do this yet. I'll just attack him as many times as I can here. Do I do Hunter's Mark? I don't think that's better than possibly doing Topple. So what's the order of operations here? She is Action Surge. I'm going to use that with not the Potion of Speed. I need her to burst this guy as much as possible. I might do Potion of Speed here. Or maybe even, I don't think I'm going to do Hold Person. I think I'm just going to try to burst this down. I might do Potion of Speed here to see if I can get... what's it called? A double necrotic maybe? Or hold person necrotic? How much does hold person do? 30. There's no way. It's stupid. I can always... I can summon the spiritual weapon as well with my backup turn. But where I really want to be... I don't know. Potion of Speed lets me do Spirit Guardians and Inflict Wounds here. I think I have to do this as best as I possibly can. He already has the Potion of Speed on. So let's... try to topple him, right? So I do topple, and then like basically like double Potion of Speed, try to do as much damage as I possibly can, appreciating that he's not near his teammates. Or do I use... I think I maybe use one of his actions to summon the... I have 2 actions here, so maybe I should use this to summon the ogres. Does that count as an action? I'm far behind ogre ears. Okay, good to know. Fucking hell. Well, that makes me feel a little bit better about my previous run if I couldn't do it here. Okay, so my play here is Flurry of Blows Topple into as much damage as I can possibly pump in this guy before he uses Mind Steel Link. So I'm gonna go to his side. I'm gonna try to get both guys on one side, so maybe Asterion can do a glancing blow with lightning. I also probably need to do a wet into lightning bolt combo. I don't want to crit this one. What do you do? Mind Claw of 2 in a row. That's fine. Okay, so that's my basic action. So now I probably want to do Stunning Strike into a normal attack. I should use this actually. Whatever. That did stun. Now you hit him and try to crit it. I think I might be able to one-shot this guy. Oh shit. Then hit him again. Wow, that's so much damage. Okay, that's all I can do here. How much health is he at? 71. Okay, so what I'm going to do here is Potion of Speed into Water Carafe. Is he wet? Yeah, and then should I do a Lightning Bolt? I guess I do Twinned. No, it doesn't matter. Do any of these work? I might want to do Distant one. So let's say I do Lightning here. You just do it. Alright, this hits both of them. $58. Very good. Okay, let's go. Oh, they hit Shadowheart. That's my fault. Oops, I hit 2 of my guys. Holy shit. Imagine that matters. Okay, anyway, let's go Inflict Wounds. I'm going to upscale it to 2. Hold on. No, I can use Potion of Speed.
I'm ready.
Let's finish this.
And then I'm going to do... still 30% hold person. So I'm going to do Spirit Guardians, Necrotic. What do I want? What kind of resistance does this guy have? Nothing really. I can't believe I just hit my own two teammates with a lightning bolt. That was so insanely stupid. Yeah, I mean, levels mean... You're kind of right in some ways. Levels mean a lot in early parts of the game. Okay, so I'm going to do... Hey, don't I have gear that makes radiant damage work better? I think I took it off, actually. Yeah, so I don't need to do it anymore. Okay, so I have 2 spots. So I'm going to do Spirit Guardians, Necrotic, into a fully upscaled... It doesn't need it. It either hits or it doesn't. This guy's at 13. Holy shit. He's dead already. Wow.
Now leave before the others come for us.
Okay, well that was kind of funny. All right, so go Necrotic this guy. Level it up to 2. No, 2's fine, yeah. Okay. It's going remarkably different. I agree, but like, I know what you're saying about like the more you kill stuff and the more experience you get, the better. That is true, but it's also kind of feels like, wow, I won because I'm over leveled. It has, sometimes in RPGs I find like it diminishes my enjoyment of something if I just got it by virtue of like sheer numbers, you know what I mean? So it's great to get a level and see the difference it makes, but I've just found in Act 1 where like I just opted for murder and like killing almost all the time, especially because my character is literally 0-2 charisma, -2 charisma. It just felt like the world was kind of empty. You know what I mean? Once you killed the Druid Grove, I think the best way to play it is to trigger the Goblin Raid, but then side with the Tieflings and kill Minthara. Because when Minthara and all those kill the Druid, there's nothing happens afterwards. It's just everyone's gone. Like innocent Tieflings, merchants, everyone's just gone. So it's like, whoa, what's the point of this really? Yeah, Act 3, like around like level 9 or 10. I guess level 8 is when you get the second feat, but Act 3, some of the battles are hard, but you just one-shot everyone, it feels like. But to be fair, this time I played this game, I really put a lot of thought and like research into what class to do. So I'm really doing a ton of damage to people. And also myself when I cast lightning on my teammates. Okay, so who's the turn? Just Lae'zel. Okay, should I take the Ardent? I think the Raider is who's hard, but this guy's right here.
I will not know failure.
That's pretty good. So that's everyone's turn, right? Can't believe I hit my guys with lightning. I hope that doesn't make a difference here.
Nothing will stand in my way.
Try to get in this guy's face. I wish I had patient defense to use. I'm gonna get on this guy so I can maybe opportunity attack him. But I'm worried about that warrior. Alright, what do you got? Good. Nice, he didn't even hit them. Oh, they have Misty Step. I don't mind this guy Misty Stepping. Doesn't really do anything. He's leaving? Whoa. So this guy I hope doesn't kill one of my teammates. Nice. Okay. Okay, go take this guy out.
It's getting dark. Can't hold on.
What happened? What's wrong? Why am I blinded from? Oh, the lethargy. Really? Okay, well I lost his turn. That's not the worst thing. He did kill that guy. Okay, Jesus.
Some punishment.
Wow, that was the battle. This is like often considered one of the biggest like honor mode kills ever. But the key there is that 3 out of my 4 teams. This is a huge difference. All the honor modes video say to take alert, which is you can't be surprised and you have a higher initiative roll, so go earlier in combat as like an absolute necessity in honor mode. 3 of my characters have it. The other guy has max dexterity, and I gave vigilance elixirs to 2 of my teammates. So we went to the first 4 turns, so he didn't get to do his thing where he links to everyone and pulls in, drains everyone's armor and boosts his own armor to make himself harder to kill. So that was actually how we got the jump on him there.
Looking ahead.
Wow, fucking amazing. I also am glad to know that the first time I played, when I was mad at myself for not using the ogre horn, I can't actually even use the ogre horn here. Wow. 1 second. I'll read that in a second.
I have wielded your fury as a blade.
Okay, we've radicalized her. I love this.
Your wrath as a dragon. You promised ascension. Yet I crawl among my own people, low as an asp's belly. Skageth! I followed your path. What good? This heart of stone, for it to be shattered. She tests
That was very poetic.
a trial of faith. Kalir prepared me. Only the heaviest souls soar to the astral. Yes. Yes. I might gain Vlaakith's favor yet.
You are so crazy. This is something I really like. I've said this like 4 times, but I really like having Lae'zel and Shadowheart in the party. Both of them who are like mindless, crazy fanatics. It's really fun to watch them. You're an enemy of your people now. You need to accept that.
Silence.
Denial?
I must think.
What'd you say? I made a ground chicken bolognese with my red sauce instead of just canned tomato. Even without the fattiest meats, I think this is my best yet. I think the umami punch in the red sauce picks up the slack. The red sauce was... I am actually wondering. The red sauce was San Marzano tomatoes, lots of anchovies, fistula of garlic, and a Parmesan rind. Now that's a big umami punch. You're right. I see what you're going for there. Did I send you that bolognese recipe I made a couple times? It's like one of my... Making bolognese is like one of my white whales. Like, I want it to be good. And it even turns into arguments in my household because Andrea's family is Italian. And when I look on recipes online or like watch YouTube videos of like Michelin star chefs, she's like, that's not how you make blah, 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 blah. I'm like, well, your family's not the ones right. We actually had almost like, we borderline had a fight about it last night before bed. About how like, you look all these things and you should like respect my family recipes more. It was the most Italian she's ever been. She's like, these are the traditions. You got to follow these traditions. Like, why are you looking for stuff online when we know the recipes? And I was like, I'm gonna kind of stay quiet here a little bit. But she had a really like Italian moment. You know what I mean? It's pretty funny. It wasn't like that bad, but it was like, am I in trouble? For sure. I didn't even say anything. I was just like, I was watching a recipe of like a Michelin guide restaurant making lasagna. She's like, that's not lasagna. I'm like, well, I don't know. I just set it off. yeah, it's true. Yeah. You have to understand which ones.
Need to find a way forward.
We have an excellent, as a couple, we have an excellent cooldown. We have a short rest, like in Baldur's Gate 3 terms, called going to sleep, and it solves almost every problem. Warrior Brolalreth. What do you got? Githyanki half-plate and a Githyanki greatsword. This is the same as what Lae'zel has. Right?
Enough waiting. I crave blood.
Yeah. I know they say you're not supposed to go to bed angry. And we don't really. None of these are big fights, but I do find it kind of cures all wounds. A soft reset. Confiscated book. Please note that any literature concerning the below topics is strictly prohibited. If it is found in your possession, it will be confiscated. If you are found to be reading it, you will answer to Kithrak, Therazine herself. Orpheus, Infernal Metals, Magic of the Undead. Ooh. Wow, I'm so happy I got this fight done.
Please. Don't waste a step.
Yeah, I mean, I did wake up in the night. For some reason, and my brain was sort of like running it through my head a little bit. So I think I probably lost like 45 minutes of sleep, but it wasn't a really big thing. It's also like, sometimes in life, people have outside circumstances where like, they're more prone to fight, even if it doesn't quickly become the topic. So sometimes people have stress about something, so they kind of create an argument. Everyone's guilty of it. So sometimes it's also kind of hard to navigate when you live with someone, being like, okay, is this like actually a thing, or is this kind of like just blowing off steam a little bit? That's happened like once or twice. Gloves of Belligerent Skies. When the wearer deals thunder, lightning, radiant damage, inflict 2 turns of reverberation on the target. I think these are actually very good for Asterion. But I think I just got Asterion gloves. But I'm not sure which are better. Like, I think reverberation is very good. It's like a big debuff. But like...
There is work to do.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Sometimes. Not, I mean, like, that's not like a justification to try to wave away a scrap. What's right in cooking every few years? You know what? I've actually really been thinking about that. Now that it's been like a number of years of me watching more YouTube stuff, because I've always liked watching cooking shows. That's how I learned how to make stuff. Like, I'm in a big carbonara fix right now. But I do notice that, like, there's trends. And no one is immune to being like, here's the new thing, and I want to kind of jump on the bandwagon. You know what I mean? But that whole paradigm changes. Like you're right, like every 3-4 years. I've been thinking about that lately. Whatever is like, you're not always learning new information. You're learning like waves of like popular cycles in like anything. Fucking politics, fitness, especially fitness, anything. Yeah. But that's the thing. It's kind of like art. You know what I mean? There's no perfect formula for anything. It has to be like a unique expression of like whatever your intention is. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the Smash is on its way out too. I can't believe I finished that battle. I am so happy. I haven't got my loot yet either. Sometimes you just can't click on something until you like zoom in or change the angle. Like, I can't click on this thing. I think I did for a second. There it is. It's like one tiny pixel. You were right. Moonrise Tower is the place. Followed the cultist trail as you asked, led me all the way here. Signs of illicit activity for sure. Tadpole sorts wandering around in uniform. Didn't manage to break in, but suffice to say there's definitely something afoot. Recommend you send this report directly to the Palace of Susurris. Come back shortly to collect my pay. I did a susurration after I read the word Susurris or whatever it was. I tried to recommend, you remember Bayou, who I lived with in first year? I saw Bayou yesterday for the first time since before the pandemic. It's insane. I've known him since I was like 11. Anyway, I saw him. He's got a kid, and his kid's a big reader because they don't allow screens in the home. Like, no TV, no other thing. And he was talking about all the books the kid was reading at like 10 or 12. I was like, they're still kind of like thinking, because they don't know that much about fantasy like most people don't. They're still kind of thinking young adult stuff, you know what I mean? But he's like, my kid reads at a college level and he's a smart ass who's too smart for me. But he's talking about like Percy Jackson and all these YA books. But I was like, in my head, and I brought it up, I'm like, this kid should totally read The Wheel of Time now. I think by like 11 or 10 or 12, it's a pretty fun book to read. The Wheel of Time books are not like terribly deep, and there's a lot of repetition in terms of like people's internal monologues and how much he talks about boobies. But like in terms of like, it's Harry Potter-esque in how there's so consistently big moments of huge satisfaction and crazy danger. You know what I mean? Robert Jordan is he's a good writer, but he's especially really good at the climactic action scene of every book. Like, 3 or 4 of them in particular are such insane bangers that it's so fun to read. That's actually what's good about it. So I think that's a good age to read it, like 10 to 12. All right. Spiel over. I reread those. It took me like almost a year to reread them, by the way. Reading them before bed.
No time to rest.
I think it was like 10 months to read them, or 11 months to read them all. Yeah. He's so good at writing action. Maybe because he was like went to West Point and because he's like a Vietnam vet or something. I know that could just be making it up, but I feel like Robert Jordan's like action writing is like as good as it gets to me personally. Okay, Potion of Angelic Slumber, great. Spicy sausage links, respect that. Grilled Minsk. What's this? Circle of Sonic Revenge. When you succeed a saving throw, the enemy that caused the throw takes 1 to 4 psychic. This is like a bonus psychic one, which is not very good. What's this? The same gift. Jeez, this guy's fucking nothing. I got that Githyanki circlet. for like the fight that ended my run last time. That's just great. I heard about the show being canceled.
What's going on?
Personally, I'm happy.
Never wanted the easy
But I'm a hater. I'm a fantasy show hater. If it's a book series that I've read. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Diadem of Arcane Synergy. I used this on Will for the whole game, I think. This might be good on him.
Careful.
What helm do you have, my cute little friend? 3 temporary hit points when you gain a lightning charge? That's not good. This is much better. A condition. Weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to effect. No, never mind. Forget it. So I have a cold staff and a lightning staff. But my spells are better lightning spells, especially because I have all the synergies. Man. Bro, I've probably read that series all the way through, like, minimum 4 to 5 times, and I don't remember anything. When I was reading it, I was like, whoa! I mean, I remember a lot, but there's stuff that you rediscover every time. And, like, I know you are a Game of Thrones... I know you are a Song of Ice and Fire rereader, so there's, like, no book series in terms of, like, the fantasy genre where you get more from each read, I think. Silver plate and silver glass. I'm picking up riches here. I am so unbelievably happy that that battle went the way that it did, with absurd, ridiculous lucky burst damage. But I've been seeing a lot of that lately, like with the fighter and the monk especially, and the burst damage on Shadowheart. My like single turn whole hog is really insane right now. What's the skin burster?
Action, not reaction.
Remember I tried to use this before. When the wielder deals melee damage with this weapon, they gain 2 turns of Force Conduit. So it's tankiness. Cool. It's like a Juggernaut spell. Really cool. I mean, this sword's for sure better with the psychic damage is the best. Okay. I was talking about Game of Thrones last night. I have to reset my thing. Hold on. They have the exact same classifications as in WoW or Blizzard games, where it's like white and then green and then blue and then purple and then orange. And then Act 3, like everyone gets a lot of orange stuff, like probably half their slots. Not really rings and trinkets, but like the weapon and armor slots. Isn't that diorama incredible? I tried to find if that person had made more of those pictures, but it's so good. It's like the best thing I've ever seen. It's so far up my alley. Anyway, yeah, I was talking about Game of Thrones last night at dinner, and the night before I was with my friends and we talked about like what you think the best single season of television has been in like the 2000s premium TV era. Mo thought season 3 of The Wire, but then when I said True Detective season 1, he agreed with that. Other people have like different options, but like for me that like takes the cake. You could even say a comedy one to be like a totally different argument. You know what I mean? There's so much like heavy prestige TV. Deadwood's amazing. Maybe like the pilot of Mad Men is very good, but like you could also say a comedy one that's like an Arrested Development or like a 30 Rock or something. It's like or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia or something. I wonder like what a good argument would be. Okay, this gives me higher damage cantrips. But what necklace does he have currently? He's the Lightning Blast one. This is actually better. The Lightning Blast allows me to charge up. How does it strengthen? Oh, this just increases your lightning spell, does additional damage equal to your remaining lightning charges. So it's like a flat, what, 2 to 4? How many lightning charges can you get? 5. A flat 5 damage. That's so bad. So this one gives me Add your spellcasting modifier to the damage dealt on any cantrips. It's probably better. Honestly, I think there was like a Misty Step necklace, which is, or the magic missile one with the 1 extra magic missile. This is probably better. I think this Misty Step one is honestly more useful. Or these 2 spells here. Because this is so niche. The problem is this is only cantrips, which is only Ray of Frost. I honestly think the magic missile one for a second magic missile, a free one, the additional missile, or the additional missile, or just Misty Step. But he has the flight, so I think this magic missile one is better. That's a free cast, plus each one is 4 darts instead of 3. Better Call Saul for me, probs. Which season of Saul was the best, you think? I don't know. I don't know. The show is such a... Better Call Saul, maybe more so than Breaking Bad, is such like a... It was such a new story to me that I was kind of just trying to keep up with the whole time, that I more just looked at the totality of it, which is a good thing, I think, more than any season being really good. But I have no idea. I guess they're all like... I never... I don't know. I don't know which ones I thought were better or worse. Maybe the one after Chuck was weaker? I don't remember. Honestly. Yeah. Mike McKean was so good for that part, because even when he's like in a comedy role, he's always been like a super neurotic, kind of snobby looking guy. His character, I think that's the right wording, but something in that range. Michael McKean's always kind of like, I don't know, a little cynical or a little like ironic or something. So it was a really perfect character for him to be that crazy. But I kind of agree. My first thought was season 1 or the final season, but that's kind of like probably just like standard approach to how to look at a show. You think of the first and last first. Namely like a show like Mad Men. Mad Men season 1 was the best one. They're the kind of show where they like literally just admitted that they just like
How much further can I go?
What's the word? Basically threw ideas at the wall and didn't leave anything to plan. So you could always kind of tell that with Mad Men. Okay, let's find the Blood of Lathander. There's so much stuff here, actually. Strange chunk of amber.
Is this it? Seems a little underwhelming for a holy relic.
It's not. Okay. That was actually the first time I've used weapon oils.
Open up.
I like the music here. It's not like other Baldur's Gate 3 music. It's sort of more like orcish and like martial. Sick. I don't know. The thing that always fucks me up about Spinal Tap is like it's all these guys who I know about, but I didn't like. To me, they were all kind of felt like late 80s, early 90s guys, and then you go to this movie that's like, I don't know, what's Spinal Tap? 41st anniversary? So 84? Yeah, I even thought it was earlier than that. And it's like, really? Like the guy from The Simpsons? Like Michael McKean and the guy from The Simpsons, Harry Shearer, those guys are in it then? That's crazy.
Lathander blesses the rising bountiful sun. Lathander bids the setting sun a fond farewell.
Okay, so if you're doing the setting sun a fond farewell, you have to be looking west.
The statue starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
Don't worry, she's got it. Big Mama's got it.
The statue
What?
starts to rotate, but its rusty mechanism jams stuck.
All right. You want a grease bottle, dude. Eric, everyone clear off if you don't want to get oily. All right, Big Mama, throw a grease bottle.
Another stride toward fate. Again. Blackest will be done.
There we go. Wait. Okay, so when I'm facing the same way as her, what direction am I facing? I'm facing south. Wait. How'd I mess this up so much? So west is this way? Yeah, west is this way. That should be good. This one says...
Lathander blesses the rising, bountiful sun.
Dana Carvey's in that movie? What? There we go.
What secrets might this door be hiding?
Walk in death.
One thing I kind of like that they did from Divinity Original Sin 2 to this game is to like cut down like the telekinesis, like mind moving shit that was just constant. You'd like work on your telekinesis skill and move objects around all the time. It was just like, I don't know, just a little fiddly. Whoa, we got level 7? Whoa, this is a great day.
If thou readst this, trespasser, turn back, lest your life be forfeit.
So can you click these things? You just have to break them. There's like nothing to do.
Keep a blade close.
It's gonna explode. 3 damage. It might explode, everybody. Back off.
On my way.
I didn't mean to do this. Oh, well, he doesn't get anything. What do I get? Additional key point. Evasion. Oh, I gotta open up my notes. Okay, so Stillness of Mind. If you are charmed or frightened, you automatically cast Stillness of Mind to remove the condition. Evasion. When a spell or effect would deal half damage on a saving throw, it deals no damage if you succeed and only half if you fail. Okay. So this is level 7. So Cleric first. Class features, a level 4 spell slot, and prepare spells. It's Guardian of Faith, right? It has to be. And then make sure I have Hold Person, which I do. Because there's a Hold Person, Potion of Speed, and Necrotic Touch combination around level 6 or level 7 you can do. Where it's... like a guaranteed crit. Gotta love that. Telekinesis and magic in the same thing. It kind of, some level, makes me think about X-Men. Like mind powers versus like other mutant stuff. Sorcery points. Class feature. Gain Dispel, replace a spell. Okay. So we're level 4. 7. 3. Level 7. Ice Storm or Wall of Fire or Confusion. Ice Storm. I have Sleet Storm. Wall of Fire is probably the best one. There's no lightning one, right? Wall of Fire once in a while is like just so buck nasty. Change. All these spells are good. How many level 4 spell slots do I have? 1. Yeah. I only need Wall of Fire. I don't know. Well, Ice Storm kind of like fits my guy a little better, but maybe Wall of Fire is a bit more useful. I don't think I should get baited on that. Basically same damage. Does this put ice on the ground? Why can't I click this? What is this? It's weird. Ice, right? Man, I don't know. I think Ice Storm's a little cooler. Maybe I should drop... I can't drop any of these. I actually need them. I felt Wall of Fire was really, really good in like later acts. We'll see. And then who's last? The fighter? Nothing here. Okay, what have we here? Spell slot, war magic. You've honed your body magic for war. After you cast a cantrip, you can make a weapon attack using a bonus action. So this is where Eldritch Knight gets good, is at this point. And then gain 2 spells. They say at 8, you pick up Misty Step and Elemental Weapon. But I don't see those here. I have all these like shitty spells. I think it's like Darkness and Gust of Wind for utility. I'm never going to use Melf's Acid Arrow, Scorching Ray, or Shatter. Shatter's not bad. Yeah, I think this is better. And then Replace Spell. No, everything's still the same. I also feel like bad that I never used Witch Bolt for Asterion. I feel like that would have been good early. Sorry, what are we saying here? Speaking of Marvel, that new Ironheart show was surprisingly enjoyable. They combined a lot of the science stuff with magic was unexpected and brought in a fun actor to play who might be Marvel's next big bad guy. And the bad guys won? Wasn't this one like produced by Ryan Coogler? I haven't really heard good things, but I'm glad it was good. Okay, I got my level. Now this thing stops us.
Can't risk being in open field.
So I gotta disarm this thing. I'm gonna do it on a TB, see if I can disarm it. Yeah, I think it was produced by Ryan Coogler, kind of like in relation to Black Panther stuff. That guy's kind of a beast, I gotta say.
Don't mind me.
Okay, this is the one where it's behind here up the stairs. Yeah, that's true.
Lathander's light may be infinite, but his mercy is not. Return. Now.
Is there a treasure up here or a trap?
Time for some bloody work.
Why do I have bless? Oh wow, I forgot that I had, at least I had a good one here. I'm not sure what the best one to start with is, to keep on all the time. I guess Psychic, basically, and then change to Radiant in the next act. Oh shit. I feel like that was close and was about to explode. There's one there. So we exit TV mode. And then Asterion does his thing. Can I hit this thing with spells? Yeah, Ray of Frost can work. I think Ray of Frost will do more damage than... What's it called?
At last.
This is faster than his shots. Whee!
Still breathing, despite everything. Breathe deep and move.
Okay, here we are. Nice little, like, you know, palette cleanser puzzle. I mean, that's kind of like, that does sound good when it's described that way. Like, that's a lot what comic book characters are, you know what I mean? brash, but like often like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, like brash, but sort of dumb, or with like huge weaknesses. I wonder what it does if I just touch it without the crest. Where's the crest? Here. We get a cinematic. Lucky me. This is sick, man. Congratulations. Actually, Shadowheart has that blade right now, which just buffs the whole team. I'm not sure this is better. Yeah, that is good. Do you know what's another good? Do you know what's another thing that really worked out well for Spider-Man? Is because of the web slinging, they really cunningly wove into the comic books all that time where he's swinging through the city and having like inner monologue in his head. Like, I'm sure there's some degree of that that's always the same in other comics, like people driving or whatever. But like they just built, even Batman probably has something sort of similar where he's like walking around or standing on like a gargoyle on like a tower or something. But like Spider-Man has those moving motion segments where he's like worrying about life. It's a really good structure. What was I doing here? I was looking for that dagger. I was looking for that mace. Here.
A long way to go still.
So right now this one gives our whole team a buff, and that's quite good. But here, once per long rest, when your hit points are reduced to 0, you gain 2 to 12. Allies within 30 feet also gain 1 to 6. And sheds holy light in a 20-foot radius with a sunbeam. And it hits fiends and undead. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep using Phalar Aluve for the rest of the act, and when I go underground, I'm going to bust out the new dog. Yeah.
All's well that ends.
And like,
well, not as bad
Peter
as
Parker is also kind of like Archie from Archie comics. He's just never really going to like get the girl in like a lasting, satisfying way.
Dream in red.
Okay, this is working great. On to the next challenge, which I think I have to fight my way out of this place.
Quite a heavily guarded treasure. Good job we got past those protections.
Yeah.
The monks were intent on keeping their relics safe. They didn't count on us, though.
Yeah, we got all the goodies.
Hardly surprising. It looks powerful.
The team's like talking together more. Very satisfying. Lizelle, got anything to pop in? Big girl, my big lady. Yeah, that's what everyone wants. Christopher Nolan knew it. We all knew it. We saw Michelle Pfeiffer look hotter than any woman has ever looked in history. In 2 separate movies. Maybe even more. And we're like, yeah, we get it. This is who it should be. Oh wait, no, I'm talking about Batman, sorry. Can Spider-Man get Felicity? Can Spider-Man get Selena Kyle? Maybe Batman should get Felicity. Maybe that should have worked out better. That's the crossover we all should have go. That's the crossover we all wanted. Okay, this worked out pretty well. Having Lae'zel guide us is great. Another ring. While concentrating on a spell, the wearer's weapon attacks deal an additional 1 to 4 psychic. This is finally a good replacement for Shadowheart. She has one ring that's just Arcana and Religion for no reason. And the other one's just Light, which is arguably worse. So let's take that out. And now, when she's concentrating a spell, which is all the time with Spirit Guardians, her necrotic attack should do 1 to 4 more psychic. Or just a weapon attack will. Even that's fine.
Pull yourself together.
Do you mean like literally or figuratively? Sorry, I'm a little slow. I can't really even like think about Black Cat that much. Like I don't when I think about her, if she's like in Spider-Man comics, I barely know anything about her. Okay, so there's a ton of loot in this room, but not much on that guy himself. And so I guess I use a short rest here. Even though it's kind of overkill. And
what's in here?
Now we brave our way through the Creche. And once I get to Act 2, I can hopefully find a merchant who I don't murder. who I can start building up a relationship with. Oh, hold on. Mayday. Okay, well I gotta fight all these guys, so... It's time for more oils. Basic poison could we find here? Arsonist oil. Oil of diminution. Drow poison. Who is all the poisons and oils? Who's got all the oil? Why is oil of accuracy after the elixir? Battle. Okay, hold on. Oil of diminution. Simple toxin for 1 to 4 poison damage. Venom is so bad, but also like adds enough stuff that it kind of feels good.
Watch your back.
Do you have oils? Not really. I think I've successfully given most of them away. Yes, there's some poison. Okay. So TB mode. Shadowheart. Just drow poison, I guess. Something rare, but not that rare. Lazel. Simple toxin. Basic poison. This is not like a true fight. I don't even know the oils. I'll use basic poison. And then I will now... I'll keep... Are these guys resistant to psychic because they're Githyanki? Any of them? So Psychic's fine for now. Do you want to build up something? I can probably drop a wetness on them or an ice storm before combat starts. What happens if I throw a water carafe over there? It'll be fine, right? We're good. Okay, let's go. Right into battle. Okay, all 4 of us start here. Okay, so first move. Oh, he doesn't have his action. Fuck me. I wanted to use a... Hold on. Bonus action. Spells that cost an action cost a bonus action instead. So quicken spell. Fucking... Should I do lightning bolt or call lightning? Or just do ice storm? Probably ice storm. This is probably the most significant battle. Move forward a bit. Ba 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 boom. I know the ice to be around here. God damn. Okay. What I should have done is do this first, because this would have helped his attack roll range. But I'm going to use Sing. I'm going to run forward with my teammates, because I can't really get that far, and there is ice there now. But I will be... Should I use a shadow? I might use a spiritual weapon here. This person doesn't have any legendary actions, right? They're just a normal person. Okay, I'm going to use this... I don't know. His level 2 spell slots are fine. I don't know which of these to use. I think the Grey Sword has Bleed, and the Axe has Cleave. I think this is probably a better Cleave. He's used his turn. I'm going to back him off.
Keep them guessing.
I'm fury. I am death.
This is one of those rare times where actually having her long range abilities is probably best. But this is actually going to be quite a good darkness. Very, very cool. And then Hunter's Mark her. I can't because she's out of sight. That's fine. Am I going to use Expeditious Retreat here? No, I'm using... I already have Dash as a Darkness as a concentration. Okay. I could have used Hunter's Mark first. But it's all good. And then this guy's not doing anything. I might just use Scorching Rays here. If I'm probably not going to be able to get in. Can't do anything. I'm gonna stand here and use patient defense. Frontline tank. I love it. They're gonna the old blind ice combination. Wow, so many damage chunks. 4?
Sherlock, God's a betrayer.
I don't think I want you to cast fear on 2 targets. I'm sorry, I just don't. Okay. Bleed this person and take off her ready to parry. Can't win them all. Okay, Spirit Guardian. I think this is where you just use the free magic missile. Is she still wet? This battle seems pretty done. Hold on, let me just see that wet works for thunder and lightning. Lightning and cold. Okay, I can also just use the cold one. Funny how thunder's different. Should I just use... I was thinking I might just use Ray of Frost here. Does this hurt my teammates? It electrocuted Shadowheart. That could be worse. How to bite this person. Damn it. Oh yeah, I was not in the singing word song. I'm making sloppy decisions.
Still on my feet. May the gods take you first.
The ice is gone.
On the move.
I have a bonus shot? Pew! Man, whoa. That I was not expecting.
Let's get going.
That is cool. Is that what is her weapon? Firestoker? That's so sick. If you have one, maybe it's only if you have one. It should be only if you have one hand crossbow, but it might be both. Anyway, that's pretty cool. I had no idea about that.
Never mind.
Okay, things are going pretty well.
Very well.
Oh. Soulbreaker Greatsword. This looks better. Looks slightly superior.
Eager for battle.
11 to 30. It's the same 11 to 30, but you have a 2 bonus to initiative rolls. And 1 extra attack, which is Soulbreaker. Cool, alright. Hell yeah. I don't know where this Morning Lord's Radiance came from. That's like a paladin buff. But where did I get it? What did I do?
My feet can carry me.
What did I do to deserve such a beautiful thing? Okay, I'm going to use her. I'm going to change her necklace. Use mass healing word. It's fine.
Still in control.
Okay.
Just.
The fact that she gets Blade Ward on a heal is so insane. That alone is like worth... You don't even have to put anything into healing spells. That's just crazy value. Bronze Chalice sells for more than the silver. Why? Okay, so these guys are gone.
Something good here. I hope.
Therazin, it would behoove you to remember that you or any other members of Creche elect flout the new rules. This would be considered an act of treason. Do not think I'm blind to your disdain. I am our queen's eyes, and I see it all. The Inquisition will proceed as planned until it is complete and the weapon is found. As a decree of the Queen to me, Inquisitor of Wargaz. Wargaz. A couple of dead gnomes here. A couple little fellers. Otherwise, nothing really in here. Really nothing in here. Okay, we're pretty good condition. We can probably get some more fights here. Okay, so one more fight. The only real fight I want to do is the merchant fight to get their free shit. So hopefully I can head over this way safely. Ooh.
Time to press ahead.
Okay, I think that there's 5 guys here, right? There's no way to get through here without being seen. So I think you just start with as devastating a turn as you can. They're very far range, but I might be able to get a lightning shot here.
The softest touch.
They're gonna go in. Lae'zel, you fool! Alright, can I use Call Lightning instead to hit them both? We'll break Stone Skin. I don't know if Stone Skin was a concentration. Well, if Stone Skin is a concentration, I'll keep it. Because most of these other things will break it. So I guess I'll just do a Lightning Bolt. And get them both. Nice, okay. Okay, so who's not in battle yet? So I think I can do a Guardian of Faith here with her. Blight, Death Ward. Oh, you got Death Ward naturally. I haven't equipped Sunbeam, though I could have done so. But I'll hold here the Guardian of Faith. Because she has no spells, is going to do long range damage here.
Need to press on.
And you might be able to sneak over there. I doubt it though.
These boots have seen everything.
This is crazy. I should use a potion. This is good. Does that count as his attacks at the end there? I should have just attacked. That was my fault. I was so close. It's just he maybe got to do in turn-based mode. Okay, so do I want to burst these guys with a quicken spell into a second lightning bolt? I really don't think I have to. But you might as well. I can't do this because I'm out of slots. Okay, that kind of fixes it. This doesn't really do anything. Actually, I can do a Cloud of Daggers here. No, it's fine. I'll wait. Let's try not to get knocked into the chasm.
I will ascend. In my best interest.
All right, Big Mama, get in there. Kind of crazy, man. Again, I have to remember to first things first set up the sword. I'm gonna arcane sleep these guys with the glyph. Forget about it. You running? Whoa. That was kind of cool. Bro, this is crazy. Oh, big heal. 44. I want that potion. Ay, ay, ay. I jumped too far. Oh.
Concentrate.
Good for the throat. Tormented.
9 lightning damage is a lot.
This will do nicely.
There's no point of doing that. This is going pretty well. I found you! I wonder why the push made it so she could no longer do her weapon reaction. Did she use her reaction for something, like ready to parry? That guy's a waste of a turn slot. They ran away from me. God. Monstrous.
Anymore.
Cool.
My energy wanes. Time to rest.
You rest when I tell you to rest, woman. Is that the same key? I think so. Okay, make sure you get the customer before things get weird. Oh, baby. Things are turning up, Tommy. This is gonna sell me some money. Okay, so send this back. Githyanki longsword, send that back. Keep the brand the weak one. I think give that to Lizelle. These gloves I think are Lizelle, but the ones she has are so good. We'll see. Knife of the Underbound King is like basically something just to keep and sell for money. And the Defender Flail is like a tank flail. I don't see it having a purpose.
Assume nothing. Securing.
Okay, let's just find an efficient way to break everything here. You have to click on everything. Maybe Thunderwave? An upscaled Thunderwave might break might break most of this, but it might knock it away actually. Never mind. Yeah, it's not good. Cloud of Daggers. Just throw something, I guess.
Assume nothing.
It might burn stuff. What do you have that's throwable that you can use a lot of? I want to keep the smoke powder bombs. Those are generally useful. Shoot an arrow? A fire arrow? Fine. Is that good or bad?
Can't slow down.
Okay. What has happened? I step on a broken potion? I think there's a way out up here.
Let's have a look.
Where does this lead? The bottom outside door, I guess? Cup of oil. So might as well open this up. This is a way out. I can't believe we're level 7. I feel like I got like 2/3 of a level in just the Githyanki Creche. This is the way you can climb up. We've got the Blessing of Lathander. Things are looking pretty good. Too lazy to keep collecting those short swords. I got done too much looting. Alright. So that was the important battle, even though I didn't really get anything valuable. Right?
Assume nothing.
No time to
She got the gloves. I mean, I don't know, man. Those gloves are sick. What is she going to do with 2 more dexterity?
Have a lot on my
His is already 18. He doesn't need dexterity.
in it.
It's probably better than hers, but the gloves of the Glowling Underdog are extremely good. But I don't think it's better than 4 dexterity.
There's no time to waste.
It's hard to say. Some people think they're like some people say these are like these gloves are like the arguably one of the best like melee damage gloves there are. I can't give it to him because his gloves often give him plus damage, which is more important.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
I kind of like these defensive ones on Shadowheart, honestly. Because whenever I heal a full team. So he gets Blade Ward for 2 turns. It's so sick.
Indolence breeds madness.
This is tough to say. I think 4 dexterity plus 1 attack is probably better. Right? It's tough call. It's a tough call though. Nothing's better than advantage on attacks.
Together.
But I think we'll be fine.
These boots have seen everything.
guess I have to go through everywhere and keep clearing everything. We have no shorts left. They say we can go to camp. I wonder why. Oh shit. They're filtering through those two doors. So I think I want to use 2 sorcery points with a bonus action to unlock a spell slot, and then hit him with like a fat lightning or something. Hold on. First off,
Keep fighting.
do the. I can't do the singing shriek. Okay, that's fine. She doesn't have very many spell slots either. None of us do really. Is that great? So you spend sorcery points to unlock a spell slot. It can only be 1 or 2. Fuck me. I wanted to get a 3 or a 4 here. Because this costs how many? It takes 5 sorcery points. Okay, got it. A level 2 slot is not going to do anything for me. So... Can you get a clatter daggers on 2 people? Not really. I would probably just use it in the doorway. Which people are more likely to go through this way. Okay, now time for... I think we're going to try to play fallback here.
Yes, here.
Take this high range.
Got to focus.
What is your play here?
No time like the present.
Okay, it's a nice combo. Let's fall back again. Halted him in the cloud of daggers. Could be worse.
Victory awaits. You bow, or you break.
Oops. Okay, try to hold some part of the door here. Maybe go up top. They do have Misty Step. Make sure you change over to your sword. Maybe that was a mistake. With I don't think I have a Guardian of Faith, but I might have a Spirit Guardians for Shadowheart. Those will help a lot. This is probably the last general group of them. It's pointless. So I got a line of... Where'd that guy go? There's no line of sight on them? Okay, so stay up here. Stay close to her. See what they do. Are they going to jump? They can miss stuff up here, eh? Yeah, okay. So this is where Asterion and Shadowheart are in a bad position. I kind of didn't think about them coming up here with Misty Step. Which they're all going to do. Whatever. Lizel's health is low. So they want to do a range battle. I didn't think about this at all. So I don't have a Spirit Guardians either. Okay, let's go closer.
Keep going.
The spell hits a lot more now.
Swift and lethal. My path be true.
Extra 5, not bad. Oh no, really? Oops. You can still use cleave. It's fine.
Shall we cut and run? With finesse.
I have 3 spell slots. I'm going to do an upcast, magic missile. Okay, I don't want these 2 over here, but not much I can really do about it. Getting hungry. Nice shot. Oof.
Need to find a way forward.
I should have a reaction. They just don't seem to hit him, so it's fine. Now he might be in a bit of trouble, but it buys the rest of my guys some time. It's weird. Five for second wind, holy. Okay,
Not like this.
Lizelle is caught.
Give up.
This guy in here. I think I can necrotic touch this guy. Nope, never mind.
On the move.
Really? Toll of Dead, I guess, would have been better there. I wanted to make sure he didn't heal again. Do I go up here? You don't really want your mage on the bottom level. See, if I get over here and if I can cast a spell on someone, I can then fly over there. Do I want to do a new Cloud of Daggers? I kind of like this one. I'll just do magic. I'll just do
Tormented.
Don't worry, once Shadowheart makes it to you, you're in big trouble, pal. What does Rally do? Temporary HP, right? Well, that's a crazy death. Hanging over like that, totally loose limbed. I love that. Jesus Christ, man. He is just a monster.
This is good.
Fucking crazy.
Time to strike. This is your end.
No one stopped me yet.
This is crazy. What level are these guys? 5? I guess that partially explains it. Asterion, do you mind, buddy? Cloud of daggers? Yeah, okay. Thanks.
I have such a headache.
Okay, I guess I'm just fucking the Incredible Hulk now.
Here we go.
Whoa.
At the ready.
There should be 2 guys up there. Should I look at the Vlaakith portrait? Does that do anything? Wow, there's 2 of those. This is like the ultimate Hexblade Warlock thing, though. But not for me. I'll keep it, though. Okay, I don't know the keys for, but it's probably somewhere up here. I think I have 3 of the exact same key, I assume.
Cutting to the chase.
I like red apples. Sourdough bread. Okay, so is there anything in the other sections? There's the whole fighting room. I guess I'll go mop it up. Don't have any more long rests, though.
Indolence breeds madness.
Take this way.
How many die today? How many die tomorrow?
There's sort of a sad vibe to it when he says it. Okay, so we went there to the merchant. Now here's the fighting room, and here's where the kids are and the doctor. What's over this way?
Best be on my way. Anything of use?
This is the Githyanki room. Those guys are dead already. I feel like fighting these guys in the infirmary. There's 3 mind parasites in there.
Assume nothing.
All right, face your former mother.
You stand before a truly resplendent portrait of Queen Vlaakith in all her glory. In the corner of the painting is a small symbol you can't quite place.
It means like Willie was here.
Hard as you rack your brain, the symbol doesn't look like that face, that expression, brimming with might and glory. Her power and beauty are beyond words.
So who disapproved of that? Did Lae'zel disapprove or did Shadowheart approve?
Just as you find your flow, you slip.
You now have a slip disc.
Perhaps you should leave before someone notices.
So this guy wandered out here, and now this whole group is pulled. All right. This is a battle I could potentially run from.
Time to strike. My path be true.
Come get some, pussies. She does need healing. Kind of forgot about that.
As my feet can carry me.
Can you imagine this is like I go in too deep? Actually, I've been like one-shotting everyone. What does mental instruction mean? Is he like a mini Wiwaraz? Okay, so he gives him this little buff. Oh, Asterion's gonna give you guys the business if you keep running like this. Destroying the whole Creche, by the way. It always just kind of ends up this way. Man, I would have the fattest ice storm here. I don't have a lot of spell slots left, though. But this is a nice little juice. So who's got the real juice? He's the only person who's got any of the juice, which is just...
Let's go.
I mean, Thunderwave would be kind of fun, but it's really just Cloud of Daggers here. Click my heels.
Let's end this.
What AoE does she have left? She doesn't have any. Just corpse explosion, bursting sinew.
Moving.
I could throw something. How about a Asterion scroll? What's something mild and relatively common? Grease? 3 of those. Second Cloud of Daggers. Scroll of Glyph of Warding, not bad. Flaming Sphere is fun. Oh, I don't have an action? Never mind. Forget about it. Wait. No, it's not. Okay, I gotta send it to, the Flaming Spheres are fun. Send to Shadowheart.
Can't give up. Not now.
This is a funny way to hold the door.
I am fury. I am death.
I think it's better to cast. I think it's better to cast Darkness here, but I've wasted my other spell slot. But I don't need it. I just forgot.
Nothing important is ever easy. On my way.
Can I do a shatter here? Yeah. Oh no.
Another day, another fight.
This works.
My blessing can also be so
He beat me with a Psychic Rend. I don't appreciate that. I like being invisible. They're going for the Flaming Sphere. Nice dodge. Wow. What? I can't believe this happened. They can't hit it. Where's the main guy? Is he dead? Where's the main guy? He ran? What a puss.
Death's cold grip.
Okay.
I will ascend.
They're dying for me. All of them.
Am I lethargic? Is this psychic rend? What's going on? I'll let them die to the cloud of daggers. Who's this? Oh, it's because they're in the darkness, of course.
Let me strike true. Time to strike.
I think I messed up by not doing Booming Blade first.
No choice but to keep going.
How can he see me?
Let's have some carnage.
I will ascend.
Let's have some fun.
I think ice chills. I think this is fine for this one. It's crazy how far I have to reach to do it.
What's the plan? Moving.
Oh, there's a tiny patch of ice there.
Victory awaits.
Awkward.
Taste my fury.
Why does she have another attack? What am I missing here? So you get the bonus. Oh, it's the crit, right? I'd already used the bonus action one somehow? Weird.
Death won't take me yet.
Mass beatdowns. Got a little chunk of level 7 here too.
Breathe deep and move.
So there's only the mad scientist left. So what's in here? There's that Ardent. He's already gone. Notes on Mind Flayer anatomy.
I am
Mind flayers must consume the brains of humanoids in order to stay alive. It is said that the act of devouring human brain elicits a state of euphoria and contributes to the thin glaze of mucus that coats a mind flayer's skin. Some researchers go so far as to claim that it is possible to deduce how recently the mind flayer fed and indeed the health of his victim from the viscosity of that mucus. I read this last time. Little is known about what a mind flayer's brain contains. Some have argued that the skulls are filled with eggs that will later become tadpoles, which they involve their victims. Others propose that the brain is in fact a cluster of pure cerebral nerves. Since mind flayers procreate by tadpoling humanoids, they technically have no need of genitals, but I have been unable to verify this in the absence of any written record. Okay. Alright, is there any treats in here? Seems like there's nothing in here. A carafe of water. That's all. Nothing. Is there nothing here? Okay, so scientist lady. Who was where again? In here. Through the infirmary. The problem is getting to a thing. Does do you have a level 2 spell slot left? No. I wouldn't mind a prayer of healing here. It's not worth it to do. An elixir. Oh, I have a scroll of prayer of healing, do I? No, that's a wizard spell, my bad. Doesn't count as a cleric spell. What would be a nice heal? I could just leave. There's actually a lot of people. Yeah, I just don't have very many spell slots. I can go to camp, really?
Everything is clear.
You must.
So should I heal up and fight this before doing a long rest?
I'll give it a shot.
Can I? It seems like I can do a long rest here, which is great. I would love if I had like a nice spell slot. I guess I have scrolls, and I'll heal a little bit with potions.
What now?
Can't afford to stay idle.
Oh, action, not reaction.
There's no time to waste.
Oh, enough waiting. I crave blood.
Should be fine. I'll start with a I'll start with a Asterion scroll. Do I have chain lightning yet? No. Shatter. Fireball. That's fun. Now that's a fireball. Whoa.
There's blood in the air.
Oh.
Let's move.
Got to focus.
I've missed this.
Do you have another fun spell to use? Maybe something slightly less fun? Melf's Acid Arrow? Sure.
Let's finish this. On I go.
Where's the Inquisitor just died? From the fireball? What? Oh, the fire wine blew up. That's sick. I didn't even realize that. Okay, so this guy, these guys I can maybe triple hit with the acid. It just does acid, doesn't actually do damage to them. That was dumb. Okay. Back off.
Time to strike.
Throw a grenade, maybe? How many spell slots do I have? 2? I can throw something. She's got lots of stuff to throw. We got Alchemist Fire, a Fire Arrow. These are fine. Yeah, Fire Arrow, keep it up. Hold the door, baby.
Still breathing, despite everything.
Time to strike.
Okay, this is hold off. You hold the door.
Where do I go from here?
And you just wait. This is all fine. There's a baby in that chest?
I rise. Soon. Ready.
Does that break the concentration? Fuck.
Blood comes easy these days.
Big Mama's a lake.
Taste my fury.
Oh wait, hold on. Stop. That person's dying. You're fine. It's a Gremishka. Whoa.
Those little shits. Don't waste a step.
It's fine.
Heading there.
Okay. So the Creche is cleared. What's his ring? Some of these could actually work for Lae'zel now that I think about it.
Moving ahead.
Like, there's no way I'm going to use that over the other things I could use.
I need to keep sharp.
But maybe some of those like arcane synergy things are actually worth it. Two elegant chests over here. Nice. Or one maybe. Okay, make sure you loot the Inquisitor. Sorry, the medic probably has something, right? Infirmary key. Aberration Hunter's Amulet. Okay.
What's in here?
This Creche's bunks look entirely too soft for my liking.
Okay, anything else in here? This elegant chest. Scroll of magic weapon. I love that. Okay, so that will be it. I need to eat something. I'm starving. I'm gonna grab these mind parasite things. Very nice. See what kind of treats she's got in here. Unlootable? Three tadpoles. I love it. Okay, what happens if I click on the broken Zathis? Nothing? Nothing? Okay. What did I just pick up?
Assume nothing.
So these rings say Arcane Synergy, which is weapon attacks deal additional damage equal to affected entity's spellcasting ability modifier. It has to be. I don't think it's going to do much because I don't think I have I don't think of a good modifier for that. Maybe this 1d4 is better. But it's got to be better than that one. I'll take the blue one. Okay, so we're on Lae'zel. Go to the tadpole. Give her Luck of the Far Realms for the guaranteed crit. And then I'm going to leave it at that.
What to do?
It all worked out pretty well. Okay, so now I think I can just leave. There's no way there's anyone else left. What a madhouse. Isn't there two? No, never mind. Okay, now we finally retreat around the main door. There's probably some stuff on this other side I should check out. Already done that? I think I've already done that. Yeah, what's in here?
Here goes nothing.
Oh, that lady who we asked to join us, and she never did. Oh, can't win them all. In Bloodspattered Capitals, a dying monk tortured by the Githyanki begs Lathander to turn his dawn-bright face to her, to dull her pain and kill her, escort her on golden stairs, where her pain might seem worth it. She admits that she kept the secret of the blood of Lathander's self despite her torment. Okay. Thanks for the $2. How exactly do you find Grimishka tail? How exactly do you find 2 gold on a skeleton? It's kind of like just nearby, you know? Okay, this is all done, this is all done. We're all clear. That was a large experience, and we got through it, and I could not be happier. Okay, once I leave here, I'll now long rest. I don't think there's anyone else here. Shouldn't be. Alright, team. You did good, bud. Did I miss anything? I was annoyed that I killed the eagles. It was just basically just like a pathing auto area. Didn't see a juice box. Or a jukebox. Okay, water everywhere. This all seems clear. Now we basically just teleport to here and go through the mountain pass. I'm gonna go here and then I'm gonna long rest. And then in case anything weird happens to me talking to that lady. Actually, now I'm going to take my break because it's 3:36. So 3:36 I'm starving. And then I'll come back in like 20 minutes. Won't be too long. I have a lot of food here. Okay, back soon.